Wrong.
Doubt.
So what I'm hearing is just mix random Arabic phrases with like Night Elf and Draenei until you lose your mind.
See, is everything working? I think everything's working. All right. Where the fuck is Haku?
Whoa.
Did Discord remove my sounds?
I have said, hey Costco boy, join the channel.
No, they're also here. Why can't I see them? The coveted Watame raid, which I can't put anywhere else. Because, it's too long. Discord added a limit to soundboard times. This is what, 16 seconds? You can only have a 5-second sound.
That sounds like a good thing.
Yeah, but
No.
there's a really good sound that I wanted to add onto Kaiman's server, and I can't do it.
All you need is one that just, just have it say VTube or stuff. That's all you need.
You don't get it. Now, where's the other one?
Okay.
You just don't get it.
Okay.
But I have another sound that I want to add here, which is just perfect. Let's see.
He's playing Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2, active in base camp. By the way, Haru keeps lighting up and nothing's being said. I think the zombies caught him.
I'm pretty sure that's his soundboard.
It could be the soundboard. You probably just have it muted. I mute my soundboard because he likes to press sounds that have bad words in them.
I'm only pressing a quark.
He was literally here like 2 minutes before we started.
I don't even know what he's going to be playing.
Did he fall in the toilet?
Always a possibility. We've once lost Harmu to the toilet boss before a pool.
Dude, there's a soundboard on one of my WoW.
Okay, but
Discords
that's classic WoW. Losing someone before the poll means
aneurysm.
nothing.
Not when you're the only healer.
I was the only healer, and I was gone for 1 hour before
Not
the.
when you're like fucking playing. What's it called?
Before the best trash in the game.
Let's see. I need a new screen for us.
Not when you're playing with WPSG. You need like every healer, and you need to be bombing heals on Yurik at all times.
For what fight?
This is just for trash, right?
For what content?
For the hardest. No, for the hardest content in the game.
Yeah.
Max Ramus.
No, it was for Uldor.
I remember him chimping. I remember him chimping in Ulduar. There's just so many instances that were just like, I wish I streamed or recorded back then. Like fucking, we go to Freya's room, and the guy that like has thorns that rape you, full rotation on the thorns and dies, and is like, why am I like not being bombed heals? And they're like, did you press defensive? He's like, no, I shouldn't have to defensive here. Then, like, the ultimate one is when we finally get to Yogg, he runs up to the fucking the tentacle, the Crusher tentacle, and does like full rotation on Crusher tentacle.
And got like 7 stacks of the plus 50 damage bonus. Had no idea why he died. Good times.
Alright, gamers, my character is made, so I'm going to sleep.
Oh god, he's now away. So I think he legitimately died to the toilet boss.
All right. I'm not sure if we're gonna. Well, we should be using Foundry.
Hole-based
not sure
Foundry?
how you guys connect to Foundry. I know
We
that
have to download it, and then we have to.
Do you
You
have
have
to
to give
download it?
us the server
Okay.
info.
Assuming literally foundry.com. Yes.
Just Google Foundry
No,
VTT.
not foundry.com. Yeah, VTT. It is literally Foundry VTT. But how do I download it?
It's the year 2024, and they still don't have a connect with Google account. Jesus fucking Christ.
I guess we'll also do this while we wait for Toilet Boy.
You can't copy paste on the email confirmation thingy. Fucking awful.
And then how do I get you guys in here? Inviting your players.
I assume you need to know our name-a-roo.
No.
Our name all. Oh. Okay, I'm signed in. How? What do I do?
Is this it? That's strange. Okay. This is the local network. And then this is what's in the internet box.
I don't even know where to put this.
I have no idea either. Maybe you could just click that. I have no idea. This is probably something that I should have explored a long time ago.
Huh, that is unironically literally just what we click.
Good. Then it works.
Then we have a drop down with a blank, and then it has Game Master for the other option, and then it's asking for a password.
Is there? There shouldn't be anything like that.
Current
guess
players 1 out of 1.
Join game session.
Oh, you need to add users.
Yep.
User management. Username Game Master. Okay, create additional user. Morgan.
This is
Create
where I
additional
assume you
user.
need to know.
Armu. Create additional user. Kaiman. Create additional user. Haku.
Costco boy.
Player, trusted player, assistant GM, game master. I trust none of you. Save and return. I didn't put any passwords in. Try it. See if there's a name for the drop down. Select
It
it.
says player 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, okay. Well, refresh.
No, I see the players. Join game session. Yep. You don't need a password.
Awesome. Yeah, I see you in there. Yeah, because I didn't put a password.
Okay, so I can connect that Skyman and
Yep.
just kill everything. Powerful.
I'm gonna skip the tours for now. Ooh, we get to put colors in.
Player avatar. Where's Warlock Purple?
All right.
Oh my god, Costco boy's out of the toilet. Mr. DM, what color do you want us to choose?
I do not care. Choose whatever you want. I haven't used this much, so when it actually comes down to game time, we might
Wait.
just fall back to Roll20.
When it says player pronouns, does it mean me or my character?
Yes.
I
Okay.
believe it means your player. So we might fall back to Roll20, just until I figure out how to get things rolling smoothly on Foundry. As of right now, all I see is a gray screen. I don't see. Can't seem to click anything on the side here, which is weird. Your controls. If I pause the game?
Oh, yeah, I can see the pause. That's kind of cool.
Huh.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
No.
Yes, we can, father.
Okay.
How the why? It's just
Like
a gray.
an-
It's just like a gray screen to you guys, right?
Wait, what? The Longform Terra?
Yeah, it's a Foundry.
I assume
I see
because
it.
you have to put a map down of some kind.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
can't
hold
even
on.
click
I
anything.
haven't even joined it yet.
Yeah, I just choose your name. I put Haku as your name. There you go.
There's
All right,
is there no password?
no password. No password.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is really weird.
Like, can I not change my pronouns now?
I've done this before, and I was able to. I had a whole map in something. Manage modules.
Well, I think this is pretty.
Yeah, but there's nothing here.
Oh, neat. We can make macros. I don't know why, but... Oh, you know what? We can probably just use macros like automate words and stuff. Roll, that's the word.
Yes, you can do that actually.
So
Games
instead
built
of us
on
having to like...
Chromium can't be captured using game capture. Wow. Okay. This game was built in Chromium, guys.
Wow, who would have
Base?
guessed the thing that runs in a browser runs on Chromium?
Everything runs on Chromium?
Well,
Oh
I'm
my
using it.
god.
This is a desktop. This is a program I'm running.
Discord runs on Chromium.
Trash that. Add window capture.
Hermu, how the fuck do I link my Steam RuneScape character to
Foundry.
my existing account?
There we go.
Huh?
I have my Iron Man on Steam, like my Steam login, but I can't get it linked to my Jagex account.
Okay.
How I did it.
So we're all in Foundry, but I don't know why Foundry's not behaving. I don't know why I can't click none of these tools on the side and do anything here.
Is it not letting you like load in maps or something?
I'm gonna be honest. Me and my friend purchased this like a year ago, and we've done literal nothing with it. I should have been doing stuff with it, but well, that is not important. Today,
I mean, if you make an extra one that's like Game Master, I could look around or something.
yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
I could ask Atrani to help out.
No,
Gotta put on the programming socks.
Bepis?
Yeah?
I'll figure
How
it
did I
Things
know?
you shouldn't be saying when he's streaming.
out. Disavow. It's okay. He's Eastern European. It's normal there.
No, it's not. It's penalized.
No, I mean talking the way you talk.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Don't worry, the commies love.
Hold
it.
on. So, would I be able to be called a Noager?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that's gonna be there for forever now. Because I don't have any option to change my pronouns.
think I could hide that anyway. Well, all right. So, the purpose of today is for us to organize ourselves into what we're going to be doing for who knows how long. You know, for as long as you guys don't make me postpone the game multiple times a month. So, I guess the most important thing to do would be to get down to building characters. Now, I try to ask this before every game that I start. Would you guys rather? And I know at least two. I know at least two of you have your character completely built out, which is something I told you not to do. But would you rather figure out the theme and setting of the game first, or build your character first and let God sort it out? Am I in
I
Street
believe
Fighter?
you mean let Terra sort it out.
God, Terra, same thing.
Damn, it's been so long. I don't even think I have Valulu's character sheet anymore.
Knowing you, you definitely don't have it.
Oh no.
I forgot my RuneScape password, so I cannot help you right now.
I figured
Also,
it out.
connection has timed
We're
out.
back.
Did you download Foundry, or did you guys have to download Foundry to actually get in here?
No,
Nope.
I was able to see it like
I
immediately.
opened it. I'm
you
here.
just clicked on the link. So you guys are through a
Yeah,
web browser.
I'm on the link,
Okay.
but now it's not letting me go back.
Strange. Well, let's worry about that later. Again, we'll fall back to Roll20 if we have to, because it's just familiar and easy.
Oh, you have to install a game system first, it seems.
Like game
Yeah,
system. I'm using simple world
yeah.
building. It should be.
From the setup screen, navigate to game system tab, install system.
Let's see. There are 3 other users currently active in this world and be disconnected. Fuck them.
If you click on the gears, there's one that says view documentation. And then you're looking for Game Master Tutorial Part 1 and 2.
I'm not gonna go through that shit right now. We're supposed to be doing stuff. All right. Again, forget about Foundry for now. Right now, characters, world. What are we doing? I know, Morgan, you have Silwyn built out.
I have like characters.
Okay, I know you have like 5 characters ready to go. Harmu, you got your funny character. And you can, if you don't want them to know things about it, you can hit me in DMs and I'll respond.
Are they at least cute?
I would hope so. Kaiman, what are you? Do you have a character yet?
I want to play a giant warlock.
You got a guy. All right. Haku, you are either. I'm actually gonna prevent you from playing Valulu. Just because we're playing in the same year the last campaign was. So it'd be very
okay.
it'd be very weird. However, if a month passes by and it is reasonable for you to be Valulu again in the current situation, that could always happen.
Beast.
Like last time, I'm going to copy and paste a list of things, a list of places you guys can start out in, with a slight description as to what the place is like at the current time. Actually, I still have to finish that. So, I guess since Morgan, you already have characters built, so I don't really have to deal with you all that much. Although I'm sure there is stuff that I need to tell you no to.
I mean, you've pretty much seen everything on the sheet. It's pretty cool, but yeah, everything's comfy.
Okay, and then
I
Harmu.
mean, we've already talked about. I'm just trying to find new ways to enjoy a new flavor of suffering.
Yeah, I'm sure, and you're gonna play exactly the same way you have the entire time, which is real big number. And then Harmu, if you need anything now, really is now the time to get my attention. The other 2 of you guys got to figure things out, so you're gonna need the most work. But so, I guess to set the tone, essentially this game is gonna be like the last one. Before the Eastern Kingdoms one. All right, we're gonna be playing in a. You're gonna pick a spot in the world. The map is in the announcements. Resources channel. You're gonna, if you want to pick a place, if you guys think there is a place that is interesting to you, you may start there. Of course, you have to deliberate amongst yourselves where that is going to be. As for, I could go to the announcements channel and delete the Eastern Legion and the intermission campaign stuff.
I still can't believe we were fucking animals. It's been months and I still just go, what the fuck?
Oh my god, it was so good.
I think it's funny just because of all the Garfield jokes we kept making.
Yeah, and you were an actual cat. I need to make
with
one
actual
more
orange
Come
cat,
on, John.
orange cat energy.
Okay, but see, now there's one thing I wonder. If a random person saw us, what the fuck would they have thought of the magic spells being cast?
Oh,
Well, it would look like what we saw when we actually saw it during our campaign. We just completely ignored it.
it would look like, yeah, but it would also look like actual magic. You guys in the Silk Road campaign, the animals you came across weren't using magic at the time. But if you came across animals using magic, you would have seen the exact same thing that the animal saw, which would have been what, a Komodo dragon being levitated like a yard into the air by a little cyclone cast by a dog. Maybe like 10 feet into the air. Cast by a very old golden retriever. Alright, so, you guys have all the links to resources. You can go and find your class stuff. If you need to ask questions, now is the time. This is going to be a relatively boring stream, because there's not much that I have to explain to you guys, because it's all old shit. It is mostly 5th edition, a 5th edition base with a lot of 2nd edition craziness built into the rules.
I have a request for something.
Hold up. We'll be using the system that I made, where you get to choose which feats you have. The feats are not, well, the feats that you get are locked by levels. Your choice of feat is not. So normally a level 3 battle master has just his feat for dice and supremacy dice and his maneuvers. But in our game, you'll get your most baseline feat, which would be those baseline maneuvers, and an additional thing depending on what is available to you. And then every milestone for that class, you get to choose a new thing. So you have a somewhat custom subclass for your character. Morgan,
wait, is this the stuff that's marked flexible?
Yes.
That has levels on it already?
Yes. It tells you when you could take them. So it should be... It didn't seem to cause much confusion last time.
Because, like, looking at Ranger, for example, it looks like it just happens regardless. Like, it's still got, like, the generic chassis.
I might have... It should be written into the top, if anything. Let's see.
This one hasn't been updated in 3 years.
Alright, guys, my character is 16-year-old girl.
Bros?
Also, I just realized this is going to be the first campaign where a player is not medium size.
Alternate subclass rule sets up there at the top. So Rangers get their subclass at first level, along with the first baseline feat. Rangers get to choose flexible feats at every odd level afterwards. So
yeah,
3,
but the flexible feats all have like beginning at X level.
Oh, yeah, forget that. If it says there's a little tag, right? So like if you look
so if it's flexible, just ignore it.
No, flexible. Yeah, if it says flexible, then you get to ignore beginning at X level. So if you're Beastmaster Conclave, at 3rd level, you get to choose any of those flexible ones, regardless of your level. I just didn't want to do all the editing.
Yeah, so you could like, if you wanted, you could have superior beast defense.
Yes. Okay. Army needs some lore, and I need to finish this last entry of places to go, and I should open up NQ, maybe play a little music so this recording isn't anywhere near as boring as it should be. And also doesn't trigger YouTube's copyright. I'm gonna
Yeah,
kill
that
that
actually
YouTube
makes
stream.
it interesting to pick a subclass.
I tried very hard to make the subclasses interesting.
Whoa, Boon of Blade!
What the fuck?
I think Warlock was probably the messiest one, now that I think about it.
Hell yeah.
And Wizard was the laziest one. And then Ranger was the hardest one because I was trying to keep it in line with like 5th edition Ranger classes. I don't really understand Ranger all too much.
I honestly haven't looked at the subclasses because from what I've seen, it's just the way you handle the actual like way to make Ranger unique and not just you're a shitty caster and a shitty fighter. Like just the way it's casting is already pretty unique and interesting.
Brother, you are glazing. But I did try pretty hard for that. Honestly, I thought you wouldn't like it just because of how much preparation needs to be put into it.
I fucking love prepared casters.
Yeah, but this is like super preparation. This is like Witcher stuff. This is like I gotta spend an hour meditating in this cave while my potion creates itself. And then I made the wrong potion, so I die.
What are my options for patron?
Patrons. It depends on your subclass.
Me, I'm an option.
Yes.
I don't know about that.
No, I'm actually an option.
Might actually depend. Hold on. I'm trying to do some shit right now. Let me just find an OC remix. None of this should be. Okay. You guys can't hear this, but I can. That's all that matters.
I was gonna say,
All right. So, what is your? So, I designed caster classes, specifically priests and warlocks, that you really have to select. Well, actually, monks too. That you really have to select your subclass first level, even if you don't really benefit it from it right away. So for your warlock, you need to tell me what your subclass is going to be, and it's usually a specific creature in my world. It's not like 5th edition where it could be like, oh, you're a warlock of blah blah blah. Well, you have a whole list of creatures to choose from, and those creatures are just, you know, high level monsters like that could range from friggin' leviathans that are half godlike beings or liches. In Terra, it is a creature that has achieved enough power that they are able to break the rules of the universe and transfer their power into you without killing you at the same time.
Yeah, that's me.
So, what is your warlock? What is your warlock's subclass going to be? Have you figured that out?
I'm looking at it. Is that what all of these are on the left, where it's like the crystal heart? Yeah. I might go with the black one, since it's like very infamous. That might fit into.
Yeah. So, the black one is a mysterious creature of unknown origin. They are the de facto leader of the Black Bloom clan in the Rose of Aldia, the country to the east. They're the in the Rose of Aldia. You have 3 clans that make up the whole union. You have the Greythorn clan, which is the military wing. They are Germanic in nature, like a medieval Germanic, Ostrogoth, Visigoth, all that. Then you have the White Vine clan, which is they are the labor force and the I don't want to say spy. The information network is probably a better word for it. They are a clan comprised entirely of elves, although they do have some humans mixed in. And they, like the rest of the world, engage in slave labor, even though that they themselves are the slaves and the masters. And then you have the Black Blooms, who are the, I guess, the economic and the industrial part of the clan. They resemble more of like a American traders of the frontier sort of thing. They have a think of like a traveling salesman from Louisiana during the days of the cowboys. That's the Black Blooms. They also deal a lot in magic. They during the time where magic started popping up all over the West, they started taking in mages while the West was hunting them down to kill them. So there's a lot of magic behind the Black Bloom clan, and that is where the Black One comes from. They were the one who decided that, hey, it would probably be the best for us if we got all the magic people in the world and made them ours. So,
wait, is that the same guy with the midget that you guys just exploded?
Don't think so. What are you referring to?
That one where...
Remember that dude that I like smoked because he was using people for their
and
me?
And the big lady kind of got pissed off.
No, that's what's her name? Prim. That's not the Black One. That's what you're thinking about, right?
Haku, remember the person we fought at the fountain who ended up blowing it up in Lights Watch? They were related to the Black One, the Collector.
Oh, the shard guy.
Correct. Yeah.
So the guy that was like literally doing Akuma fucking demon flips all around us and fucking
that was a different person.
Oh, okay.
There was the guy that had little secret meetings with you on benches in that park.
Yeah, and then that's where like Point Man and Arthas and Jaina,
okay.
Yeah, and then the fountain exploded.
Mm-hmm. As a patron, the Black One, what was it? I had to actually read this. So, warlocks in my version of the game, they actually mean something. And they're not just giving you power so you could fuck off and do whatever 5th edition boring Forgotten Realms adventures that there are, and just be the fucking superhero that the most recent D&D edition wants you to be. Warlock patrons in my world give you power as a contract. You're not like the World of Warcraft warlock who you just summons a demon from the other world and now you have that demon as your little bitch boy. You were summoned by the thing that gives you power to do stuff for them.
Yeah, so you're Gul'dan.
Yeah, you're Gul'dan being told by Sargeras to do shit.
I was gonna say that was initially how it worked in World of Warcraft, but they've moved very far from that.
Yes. I think Ner'zhul was also in the same pact. So the Black One they require tribute, a steady amount.
boy.
Now, the kind of tribute they want is tribute in the form of magical items, or
Oh boy.
they might ask you to gather a specific thing or even a specific person. They don't seem to have any real rhyme or reason as to why they do the things they do or ask you to do the things they do. But you do know that every time that they give you an order, it feels like it may just be your last if you were not to come out and produce what they ask for. So, do with that as you want. There are also plenty of other patrons. What we'll be asking you could also vary. It might be you're new. They might not care too much if you fail, but it's a demanding relationship.
Their spells are cool though. The idea I have is like my warlock got bored of normal magic and was like, yeah, being a warlock, that's the shit. That's cool magic.
Another thing to note, if that is the case, the Black Bloom clan are the pioneers of the greater kinds of magic. They tend to create spells that sort of either break the mold or break reality. So much so that every Black Bloom mage who is trying to be someone without being an artisan of some sort, they always are pumping out signature spells that are quite powerful. It is sort of their way of making a mark on the land.
That sounds about right for the character I have in mind, actually. So I probably will go with the black one. Like, giant with, magically oriented giant. I was like, man, this shit's gay.
That is another thing too. There is a specific sub race of giants who I believe are Black Bloom.
Yeah, I was gonna ask where is the. That was my next question. Was like, where are they mainly located? But since black ones everywhere, or at least you've heard about them everywhere, should be pretty easy.
I'm not sure if I actually wrote the Black Bloom
You did.
sub race. Did I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm assuming if you ask nicely, Mr. DM might let you play with their stat allocation.
So,
Don't worry, I'm not too worried about stat allocation.
what classes are permissible?
Every class.
Yes.
It's
Every
time
class
for you
is
to be in the
permissible.
blood mage.
I'm not sure about Blood Mage.
The moment I knew that, like, looking at that stuff, I was like, this is busted somewhere, and I will find it. It's like
I
the
gave it to you
Tremere.
because I feel like you're new enough to, not do stupid shit.
Yeah, and then I realized I could just print HP while being retarded. I was like, 1 HP for 3 HP? Sign me up.
There's another way to print HP,
Like-
and Hive will beat me up if I mention
I was
it.
very cool with letting you be the Blood Mage, Kaiman, but if Morgan wanted to be the Blood Mage, I would just have
God,
to
no.
delete the class.
Look, if I were to do something that's cheesy like that, it's called I play a life cleric and then I get Goodberry.
Yeah, and I just removed Goodberry from the game.
Good, I hate Goodberry.
You would use it all the time, and I'm pretty sure you've tried.
Yeah, Goodberry is so stupid. You don't have to eat for the entire day. By the way, it heals you.
Me and Kaiman have a new weapon. It's called ball bearings. We're bringing them everywhere.
Holy fuck. That was
I need to add the headers so this has an outline. Really hate how Google changed how the outline pulls.
I'm sitting here trying to figure out what subclass
Shit.
to do still.
Have you not figured out a subclass, Morgan?
No.
That's surprising.
I haven't even decided what to play.
Oh yeah, Rose Giant.
Let me ask my AI.
Yeah, so if you want to be from the Rose Kaiman and you want to be a Black Boom Warlock, there is the Rose Giant.
Yeah.
They are giants who joined the Black Boom clan as artisans and adopted magic as a result. However, giants are naturally worse off with magic than normal. So keep that in mind.
fine.
I'm pretty sure that's built into the race as well. It shouldn't be too heavy though.
I think that's fine. Like I said, this dude was just like, damn, fucking slightly magically oriented. Was like, I'm gonna become fucking warlock. This shit sucks. Wizards aren't cool.
Okay.
Evil pacts, that's the shit.
Let's get some outlines of this shit.
Because I think it's mostly like I'm looking at the subclasses and like trying to figure out like the RP flavor for it, and that's the hard part with it.
I imagine that's always a difficult thing.
Because looking at like Magi Slayer, for example, because of what they make their spirit pact with, that's where the difficulty would come in with the RP and all that stuff.
Yeah, like you can't be a mage slayer if you want to be in a party of mages.
With a mage, and it also wouldn't make sense if your campaign is nowhere near the Fae, and depending on like the character,
Well, Fae are
having an
everywhere.
interaction. Well, like having an interaction with the Fae that doesn't involve you wanting to like kill them, for example, would be stupid if you're going with the Fae.
Yeah,
Hunter,
they're like cockroaches.
I will say this: that Hunter adaptation is actually insane.
Yeah, because I felt it was like for regular 5th edition hunters, it kind of just cucked you out of 66% of what you can have. So I
mean,
decided
regular hunters are actually incredibly strong, just because
they are, but they have to lock into whatever they choose when they get that. I felt that doesn't seem good.
Yeah, and then like the other thing with Hunter's flavor of its subclass is this deals damage.
Yeah,
Then you have Gloomstalker. It's just you have damage, but you get some spells, which is nice. But you have damage, and like the Dark Talisman thing. Thinking like of an actual use case for that could be interesting. And Beastmaster is always going to be boring, so it's like between Darkstalker, Feywalker, and Hunter. But I know with Feywalker, the Feywalker is just the name. It's not inherently related to Fey whatsoever. Because Dragon and Non as well.
I don't remember. It's been so long since I've touched any.
I
of those
do
classes.
assume this extra attack thing though is actually technically irrelevant because of how you handle extra attack now.
Not really. It's like if your class gives you extra attack, it's like adding a +1 onto a chart. If that makes any sense. So like imagine instead of having a number of attacks that you do, you have an attack rate. And that attack rate is measured in just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you look at a table.
Because inherently as a marshal, you can get proficient with it, which gives you the 3-2.
Yeah,
so,
but with extra attack, you turn that 3-2 into 2-1.
No, this one just says weapons that you're proficient in can attack for an extra time.
Yeah,
for
but
3-2.
because that's like the basic one. It gives you a whole list of like if you're proficient and you have extra attack, then you do this.
Okay, so this is the one that just.
I probably didn't up that one.
Yeah, it's probably just not updated text.
Yeah,
it's
the proper one will be in the rules page.
It's when you get to go to like wait. No, because that would mean Grandmaster, and Grandmaster is a fighter thing for you.
Yes. Well, Grandmaster's I made it a martial thing.
Well, Ranger's also not a martial. It's a hybrid.
Are they hybrids? Yeah, then it doesn't matter too much for them unless you have a feat that makes it matter.
Yeah, so basically it's not an actual like feature because it's not actually doing anything.
I mean, you can still get you still get expertise. And then if you have
The-
expertise and extra attack.
Not to digress from the current conversation. What kind of party are we running? Are we just like...
That is up to you guys. I will allow you guys to decide that. I will warn you, if Morgan chooses Silwyn, you're gonna have the most retarded murder hobo.
No.
That's kind of fine because like at first I thought about making my ogre be like, oh no, or my warlock be like, you know, maybe he'll be like, damn, bros, being a warlock might be a little bit too evil for me.
A heavy emphasis on retarded. Okay.
Yeah. So like the
I mean,
idea
I
that
played into that by literally lowering the int just because I could.
You say play into it. I say.
The idea I had is like, rather than be like conflicted about being an evil warlock, my dude's just like, yeah, you want me to go like burn the village down? We'll go burn the village down. Like as a black one says.
I think the funny interaction there comes from presumably being a royal giant.
Would it be a royal giant?
No, you'd be a Rosen giant.
Yeah.
They're closer to
Well,
hill giants than anything.
Would I be?
The reason I said royal
special?
is just because they get the charisma bonus.
It's true. I'm gonna convince the locals that they need to burn their down. I'm actually just gonna become Gold Daniel.
Honestly, it's like the more I see it, I actually really like what Asher did in terms of the flexible stat bonus stuff.
Rose, here's this like green juice. It's great. You guys should totally sip the fucking like Felline. It'll be great. Lord of the Black One. Yeah, I think I like that kind of idea. I just can't be like a Coomer like Perseus. I have to make like a conscious effort not to fucking go after the first like muscular female.
What she's saying is, I throw you into a pit full.
Dude, this is a campaign where Poppy's gonna like send us to the ogre village, and there's just it looks like a Mikoyan fucking dojin. This is the one where Poppy sends us there, and I'm like, oh my god.
Don't worry, at least there's no snakes this time.
So specialization expertise are level 3, mastery is level 7, but specialization gives you the extra attack automatically by itself.
Specialization gives you damage bonuses. Extra attack, well, yes. Specialization gives you the extra attack and damage bonuses. Expertise is only the extra attack.
Yeah, so like the actual like
Extra-
level 5 extra attack does nothing.
No, it does do something. It makes your all right, think about it this way. Specialization and extra attack are two separate modifiers. Specialization increases your attack rate by 1. Extra attack increases your attack rate by 1. Both of these changes stack.
Oh, they
So,
stack.
if you're a martial class and you have extra attack, you're going from, say, attacking once a round to 3
It
times over
essentially
2
becomes
rounds.
4-2. 3-2 becomes a 4-2.
No, it becomes 2-1. It means you get to attack twice every round
Okay.
instead of just 2 on the 1-on-1 round and 2 on the second round.
Okay.
Yeah. It should be. Go look at the one on the rules page. It should be written out.
That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, because there should be a saying. There should be a list that says if you have specialization, this is increased to blah blah blah.
Yeah, it just says 1 hit, 2 damage, extra attack every second round, which was essentially the same text as the extra attack, and I just figured it wasn't updated.
Maybe I should take a look at that. I could have sworn I fixed it. If anything, I think there's a separate page in the resources channel.
Yeah, I haven't looked at that because that's new.
That should be the most up to date.
Yeah. Oh, Ranger Specialist, which is I think the same BAB as Hybrid.
Specialist is higher because they start with 1.
Okay.
Specialist is the only class that starts with 1 BAB.
Level. What level are we starting? 5? Up?
1.
Yeah, I was gonna say level 1. There's no way.
I mean, let's mix. We could mix it up and do 5 for a change, or 3 for the long form.
No. I mean, I'd rather give you guys a fast 3 than start you off at 3, just because the game is just so much more interesting when you have less tools, because then you have less opportunities to power through conflict. It's not like, it's like Silwyn at level 1 had to think about the shit she did. Silwyn at level 4 climbed the wall, killed 3 guys without being caught, wasted a potion that could have got them out of town. But
have to completely redo the character sheet in that case, since I assumed we were starting at 5 to continue on from our last one there.
That. I have no idea why you even considered that.
Because it's a fun change for us.
Yeah, you guys don't deserve it.
I think we deserve it. You made us animals. Literally.
That was funny, though.
I made you the strongest creatures in all of Terra. And you think you deserve more?
Level 5, let's do it.
Yeah, a cat, 2 rabbits, and an old dog.
The most powerful creatures in all of Terra, okay? Just killing
Let's do
people.
it.
Left and right.
Okay. Level 4. How about that?
No. Level 1.
Let's do something other than level 1 suffer.
Level 0. Now that's interesting.
That means that's the thing where we get a shitload of bonuses, isn't it?
If you survive. And the level 0 to level 1 is like level 1 to level 3.
Let's start at level 3.
Level 1.
God damn it, you fucker. Start us off at a level so we can actually get past level 5 for once.
Hey, don't cause the game to explode.
At your rate, by the time we hit level 5, it's going to have been like 20 years IRL.
Good. Just like it should be. Just like it has been. Just like in the glory days of Gygax.
Why do you want us to suffer so much?
I'm sure it will be fine. There's no way it's to take us 20 years. We're gonna like fucking go to Val's wedding to bring his ass over to play the game.
Okay, so if we do wait, what is with this? Is that the
You
bot?
have to drag him out of Costco to do that.
Oh, he changed his name already. Fancy boy. Okay, so what about level 3 so we all at least have access to subclass features?
Oh, I'm fine with level 1.
Don't classes get those at 1 now?
No, not all of them.
Oh, so you're telling me that you need some power?
No, I'm saying Ranger has literally no subclass until level 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Did I not fix that?
Level 3 is the first time they get anything related to a subclass.
Are you sure you're not? Are you sure you're not forgetting to take a look at the flexible class rules at the top?
I'm literally looking at their subclass. Everything starts at level 3. And it's all baseline.
Did we not take a look at alternate subclass rule sets at the very bottom? Rangers get their subclass at first level along with their first level baseline feat.
They don't have first level baselines. Their baselines are level 3.
Hey, look at where I'm highlighting in the doc. Click on my name, click on the picture of Poppy, and look at what's highlighted. Rangers get their subclass at first level, along with their first baseline feat. Rangers get to choose flexible feats at every odd level afterwards.
So everything that's saying at third level is actually at first level.
Yes. If you look at the
where is
subclass
this document?
It's the index. The link to all of my links are in Discord, guys.
Wait, that breaks things.
No.
They need to have spellcasting level 1, otherwise some of their subclasses don't even work.
Wait, is it under the basic world information?
Put that there.
Oh, never mind. I think I see it. is it the index that's pinned from 2020?
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
link to everything. The link to the world.
Yeah, because 3 of the 5 subclasses all, as their first baseline, have casting.
Yeah, spell casting. And if you look right next to it, there's a little purple line that says tied to primeval awareness selection. Primeval awareness, that is the subclass. I think.
I don't see that here.
Wait, no. No, yeah, spell casting is fucked for rangers. You can't cast spells until you get to second level.
Which makes no sense because of their first baseline, 3 of them having spell casting
Shut the
at
fuck up, shut
the
the
first
fuck up,
You
level.
can't cast regular spells. You could, I think. Actually, you know what? That might actually just break the class.
Yeah, because Ranger level 3rd, protection from energy, protection EAG, color spray.
Those. Wait. Are those the...
Yeah, so quite literally at level 1, 3
No,
of
no,
the 5
those-
Rangers
those are the
subclasses
same.
don't do anything.
Those are the same, I think. Because color spray is a first. What level is color spray as a spell? Is that second level?
It's a first level spell, but Rangers, because they're getting their first level spells at level 2, they don't have access to these spells which require 3rd level.
Yeah, but I did want the primeval awareness to be second level. I had a reason for it. I just don't remember what it was. Welcome to Zero Session, guys. This is how things are supposed to be.
As I was saying, we should at least start off at 3rd so we don't have to think about the the implications.
Shut the fuck up.
Are they really that big though?
I mean, they are if you're Morgan.
For Rangers, though, that means 3 of the 5 quite literally don't even have an actual subclass at level
Packs of
1.
Spirits, Packs are Dragon Force.
But are you playing one of those?
Most likely. Just because, although adaptation is nice in Hunter, Hunter's literally just damage.
How about
There's no solval.
I have an idea, and I've done things with Monk, and I think Barbarian and Warlock like this are built into the classes. I could make your jump from first level to second level contingent on a quest by a spirit. So you could either do the XP or you could skip ahead if you fulfill a request by a spirit.
I'm assuming the spirit is going to be based on which subclass.
The spirit that you make a pact with doesn't really matter all too much. It's just the fact that you're getting energy from them, which fuels your power. It doesn't matter what they are. It could be a fire spirit. It could be an earth spirit. It can be a spirit in the form of a dog, for all it cares. It doesn't matter too much.
Yo, dog spirit?
The idea is that rangers are supposed to kind of be normal-ish until they get primeval awareness. And then that allows them to start doing all the things that they couldn't do before.
Yeah, they're basically people who go, I want to be a fighter, but I'm not very good.
Yeah.
And then it's like, hey, what if we juice you up with some anima, boy?
Yeah, the whole idea that I had with doing these changes to Ranger is that it was a commitment. It wasn't just, I am a Ranger. It was, I have to do all this shit to be a Ranger. So that might be why some things are kind of wonky when you take a look at the rules. But they get a lot of shit. You can't disagree with me there.
No, because we already talked like their spell stuff, and yeah, that's a big change. Just in terms of flavor alone, even.
Yeah.
And like making Hunter's Mark actual flavor instead of I use bonus action, I deal damage.
So it might cuck you out of having to being able to cast spells. But I'm not changing that from not being second level.
Oh, it was more just because of the way that things are worded and because of how the ranger level interacts with these spells. I was like, wait, this breaks them entirely.
Well, that's how it's gonna be. I'm tired. I'm trying to finish this thing here. Anything else? Anybody else has questions that they need right now? Comments, concerns? Haku, are you making your character? Are you figuring things out? What are you gonna do when you're not Valulu?
Yeah, we should probably also at least have the classes mostly figured out.
Yeah, I expect you all to
So
be
we're not having to
warriors.
wear like 3 of us are the same kind of thing.
4 fighters.
4 fighters, let's do it. So we have a warlock, which means we obviously have a charisma face inherently.
Let's see.
Judging by that name, I'm assuming Drow. So I'm inherently going to assume that it's probably a wisdom or charisma caster. Or it could be a wizard.
Shit, when did this take place? There's so much prep I should have been doing this past few days.
It's over.
What year did this take place? Did I write down the year of this take place? Oh yeah, that's right. It's the year after. Oh yeah, so it's this year. Good. Good. Yes, as a thing for Morgan and Haku, I began writing a story that takes place the year after the first campaign and is dealing directly with the effects of the first campaign.
You know, it's kind of funny. I'm looking at the whole flexible stuff.
Hmm.
Like for a lot of classes, it's good, but with the way Ranger set up, it's like it's like basically because of the way they work. It's like okay, so you have a choice between Colossus Slayer or Horde Breaker, etc., or you can literally just hit every single enemy.
Say what?
So, like, look at Hunter, for example.
Highlighted so I can click you.
Okay. So you have Hunter's Prey, which is etc. And then you have the level 11 one in specific Whirlwind attack.
Yeah, that's how it was in 5th edition. I didn't change it.
But I'm saying because of it's like flexible, so you have a choice between them.
Well, it's flexible. Yeah, you have a choice between them. It's you either attack everyone in range or you attack everyone in melee.
No, I'm saying like you can choose between because Ranger has adaptation.
Yeah, and then but adaptation has a time slot you got to use.
Yeah, but then in general, because of the way the flexible things work, you can either choose Hunter's Prey and have access to one of those, or you can choose multi-attack and have access to one of those. But then there's like a very dramatic difference in the power.
Yeah. Either you have it's either like you can focus on a single target or you can focus on a bunch of targets, and your efficacy is going to vary wildly. It's kind of like choosing between Burning Hands and Chromatic Orb at level 1, essentially. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's a very good trade-off.
I end up looking at things like Dark Stalker, which obviously Gloom, but then you have like Stalker's Flurry, which is just absolutely insane that you could technically have it at level 3.
Where is that?
I have it highlighted. It's the level 11 feature.
Oh yeah, I guess that's supposed to also have the intended limiter of that you can't use this with itself.
Oh no, I mean I inherently figured that, but I just mean in terms of like essential power, because essentially that's like having an extra attack by itself in a way.
Yeah, on the case that you miss.
Yeah, it's essentially, hey, here's
You miss, so you
a
get to try again.
pseudo
versus-
advantage.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see the difference. I don't. You're thinking about things in boxes that don't exist.
Like, I'm honestly probably going to just do it in like the regular order, because I'm looking at this to like, if you were to just choose these in terms of like the power, because obviously not all of these have like RP flavor. In terms of power, it's like there's no reason you wouldn't just go Stalker's Flurry immediately. And then just absolutely drain every semblance of fun.
What do you mean by this?
Also, oh, because like if you were to look at this from like a power perspective,
Mhm.
because it's a flexible one, in terms of power, there would be literally no reason to not take that one immediately. For example, over Umbral Sight,
Mhm.
or yeah, and it's just flavor-wise, Umbral Sight's better. But if you were to like just min-max to drain fun, that's the route. Also, Life Cloak requires a 4th level talisman.
Did I not fix that? What is that, Feywalker?
Yeah. Oh no, I might talk to you about subclasses on the side.
Oh, that's because I took away. I made it so that Rangers didn't have their final baseline, and I just gave it to them immediately. I don't think this needs a 4th. You only have to. Let's see. You can prepare this feat as a 4th level talisman with Fey Touch Cloth as a material component. As if it were, should be the proper words. You can prepare this feat as if it were a 4th level talisman, because that way you still have to spend the 4 hours to prepare the talisman, but you don't necessarily have 4th level spells. Generally, with feats, that's how it should be with feats. It should be, if the feat talisman is leveled, it doesn't matter that you have that level slot. It only matters that you prepare it as if it were that level. So if it wants you to prepare a talisman as if it were a 7th level feat, then you
Also,
spend
I'm not
7
gonna
hours
lie.
doing it.
I think this is legitimately the single strongest flexible feat in any of these subclasses.
It definitely is, just because of how much power you get from it, how much temporary HP.
Well, not even. Well, yeah,
And the
but like the
resistance.
resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I was like, holy shit.
Well, yeah, but it's solely defensive.
Yeah,
You can't do anything else.
which is a nice trade versus
Attempt to not die.
Spirit Warrior, which has its own benefits since I'm assuming soul damage bypasses a shitload of resistance.
It bypasses every resistance. Soul damage is unmitigatable damage. You cannot mitigate it in any way. Not through damage resistance, not through flat damage resistance, not through damage threshold. There will be very, very specific cases where soul damage can be ignored or mitigated in any way. And those are like transcendent creatures.
I still
I sure hope
think
so, Marilla.
I almost wish the extra attack had like RP flavor instead of just being extra attack.
Extra attack is. What do you mean?
Because like when you go through these Spirit Warrior damage, but there's all sorts of like actual flavor in it. Life Cloak flavor, Fey Fire.
Oh,
Literally no sane person would even want that. And then Ethereal Step, the way you have that, that's interesting. But then extra attack is just, here's damage. Fuck any RP that could inherently come from taking this.
Yeah, I think extra attack. I'm not sure what I was thinking, making it flexible, because I know I wanted Rangers to get feats like kind of like fighters do, where with fighters you kind of just get to choose an ability score and a feat like every second level. I kind of wanted that for this Ranger. I'm pretty sure I was debating with myself at the time as to whether or not I should just give you extra attack as like a baseline at 3rd level. That way you didn't have to choose between extra attack and something rangery, but then at the same time that would make me have to make more feats to replace the fact that extra attack is baseline. So I just didn't do it.
Yeah, we can always end up figuring something out. Mainly just something flavor. No actual, like, do more damage shit.
That is a good idea, because fighters do have a lot of those, and those get tied in for free. Yeah, it's something to think about.
Not gonna lie, the more I look, it's like, holy shit, Life Cloak just looks too absurdly interesting.
I sent my questions over DMs.
I know, I'm trying to write this last little paragraph of stuff out. So you guys can get an idea of where you can start if you want to choose from this list. I keep getting interrupted with questions very rudely.
I mean, it's... What do we have? We have an elf and 2 rose
White Vine
benders.
elf, by the way. You should
Okay,
always
so-
take that into consideration. You are different from other elves.
I'm not an elf.
You're not an elf. Who's the elf?
I'm a
oh,
human.
Sylvan. That's right.
Yeah.
A retarded elf. You should always take that into consideration. They're very different from normal elves.
So where would we start?
Well, like I said, if you want to take a look at the map and just, take a look at the map and take a look at there should be another...
Is there anywhere
link.
specific?
So
Let me
if you look
see.
at
Wait.
resources, Old Terra basic world information, you can take a look at that, see if there are places that sound interesting to you, and take a look at the map. Look if there are places interesting to you with that. Otherwise, I'm going to do like I did last time. You can still see it in announcements. I'm just going to post some places with a little bit of the description. And if any of those sound interesting, you guys can go there.
That's what I was looking at initially.
Yeah.
Sheffield in it.
Sheffield in it.
I'd say if we want a difference in things, we'd either want to start in the west or the east.
We were kind of central last time.
We've
It would
been
be-
central every time.
It would be funny to like cross fucking. Where's the bridge at again? Isn't it over near?
That's in Rivers Bend.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's over near Rivers Bend. Like the river in Rivers Bend is not red. There's some neat places in the west. Dude, we're starting in Minos. We have to go. Our only way out is through the Dark Marsh
You
Into
don't
the-
want to start there.
into the Tannan Wastes.
Not
In
as
fact,
a
I'm
female.
pretty sure if we started there, here's how it would go. You're level 1. You die.
I hope this
Shut the
one-
fuck up, shut the
Sheffield.
fuck up, shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
fuck, it's not going.
Sheffield is west.
Well, I could just do this.
Sheffield's like kind of like Midwest, I'd say.
Save.
I would say anywhere not Lightsworn because we were there for like
Oh
a
yeah.
whole year.
This is going to take place during 17WP, same year as the last one started. It's going to start the same day the last one started, which was March 1st, the first day of spring. I'm going to have an invisible barrier that keeps you guys away from your previous campaign until
is this
April 22nd.
So is this the
Yeah.
one where Valulu is just lugging around a big ass box and
Yes.
then completely murks a fucking city?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Shit. Okay, I gotta send this as a second.
We're gonna crest the hill, like at fucking the crossroads, and just look over at Rivers Bend and be like, actually, let's not go to Rivers Bend.
If you
It's a
take a
silly
look-
place.
If you take a look at announcements, I have added 1, 2, 3, 4 posts. Might need to add a space those.
Open the map. Open the map and let's zoom and look.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map right now. We could start at the Royal Bazaar. If we want to go really west. Or alternatively, we could go Keaton's over to the east, right?
Yeah, Keaton's in the east. We haven't been to Keaton yet.
Oh, I was gonna have a mini campaign where you guys are gonna be Dynasty Warriors in Keaton, but
And then we're 4 fighters.
What happened? No, we could be Wuxia fucking like sword magicians.
You were gonna be, Dynasty Warrioring it up in Keaton. It's gonna be really cool. You're gonna make 3 characters, all right, and they're gonna be ancient Keaton, kind of modern Keaton, and modern Keaton, and it was gonna be really cool, and it was gonna affect how every successive generation of character had stuff to do. But no, fuck you.
If we're looking at things regionally, starting off in Faroe Keaton would give us, I assume, the lowest variety of creatures.
But I'm thinking we start in the ruins of Belenka. That's a place.
That could be interesting.
Where's that one?
Desert, Tannen Desert, west.
I thought about the Tannen Desert, but I was like, this seems a bit too inhospitable, but
No, it's very.
That's too close to where we already was before, though.
I think you guys never went to the west in the last campaign.
Yeah, didn't we go into the one
we
where
went to the
we
south.
we had the south where I got murked by lions.
We went.
Well, that
south.
took place
I don't
on
know.
Silk Road. That was the year after.
Oh,
I
okay.
think. Yeah, that's next year in game.
So next year there's gonna be another retard that's gonna
What if we
let
had
a big cat loose in that area.
Yes.
What if we had pirate adventures in Fairlight?
I mean, when I think of pirates and terror, I would think of Milia's Hearth.
Well, Farlight is like
There's,
on an island.
I didn't write anything about Milia. Milia does have an issue with piracy. That most of them come from not Milia, Corin's Hearth, I think, the one north of it, closer to the West Sea Drow island. The West Sea Drow are also rebooters and pirates themselves.
Alright, bros, I'm thinking Minos.
How about Minos? I have no clue what's at Minos.
Minotaur.
I don't think that's the place for.
No, I'm thinking that's a place.
No.
And I remind you that the Minotaur are hentai rape monsters.
Yeah, I was gonna say like.
We need to get a Minotaur penis for Balulu.
Your character should not be going there. No, we're not going there.
You're about to get corrected.
Well, I'm an evil warlock, but I'm taking both of the retards away from me. No,
They
so we're
also
not
like
going
to
there.
eat their victims alive. They don't bother killing them, they just start chewing.
I would say River's Bend is a bad idea because of how close it is to the campaign that we just had.
Take a look at the entry that I have there. It is a maybe not entry, but I do think it's kind of funny.
Alright, what if we start in Fairlight, but there's no boats for the next 6 months?
It's just Rust.
Wait,
RP.
where even is Fairlight? Oh, far east. So, here's what I'm thinking. We have a Rose Giant. So, the refuge itself, in terms of Velador, is a bad idea. Because they're not fond of rose people in general.
They like Greythorns in Velador. They don't like Black Blooms.
Yeah, so it would depend on what type of giant.
No one likes black rooms. What?
And then it depends on what race Harmu is, as well as basically like regions that would feasibly make sense for us to start at.
I think Janestead would actually be a pretty cool place to start since it's
I'm
right
a
next to the
Where?
Eden.
I'm a white
Janestead.
vine 16-year-old,
It's like it's west of the Ebon Woods.
West of the Ethan Woods.
West of the Ebenwoods, south of Bahankors, and east of Jinkei. Right along the mountains of the Black
It's basically on the
Sand.
East Coast.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so I think that would be a pretty cool because it's like right next to the elves and then right next to Keaton. So
The Rosenwasser. Oh my god.
oh my god.
Well, let me ask you this. Hyde, of these, would they all give us the opportunity to encounter Non and other of those creatures?
Would they?
Because those are
all?
always interesting.
Yes, Merlot Drow elves are a matriarchy in my game. I think if you want the most interaction with non-creatures, you're gonna have to go to either the Badlands or Madman's Reach. That's always a good one. Caliburn's Folly, Helenshire, and
I'm talking like regionally out of those general starting areas.
on the general starting areas. I don't think so. I think West End might, because it's outside of the grasp. The grasp kind of keeps whatever non that might get past Westwatch. It tends to keep them out of Velador, but they still kind of go into the surrounding areas. Foro, very unlikely to find any non whatsoever.
Yeah, like there, I'm thinking the only thing we would really
Harvin
even
and
have a
Firth
chance.
might be a good one if you want non, because they like to come down the Kanos Valley, and if they do
Like
make it
the
down
only
there,
thing that I could think of in Foro is like Bloodwood Drow could be a possibility.
no, here's the
Maybe.
perfect one. The perfect place to start is from Penny. Right next to the Bramble Woods.
if you want non,
From where?
if you want non, that is the place to go. If you want to start in the Westwood Drow, the West Sea Drow territory.
Okay, but if we start there, there's no way we're doing that one at level 1. That's a TPK ass game to happen.
It'd be fine.
Yeah, check it out. It's like the north, like the
The most northern
northwest,
settlement next
yeah.
to Southerners Rest.
Right, how about we start south?
Where south?
Literally south.
South? Which is where?
South.
I'm going to kill you.
And Soof,
It's next to Corey.
You know, there's not too many places that I like mind as long as it's just not central. I think most places could be cool.
Yeah, because you're going like obviously with your patron. So like when I think of that and I think of Keeden, I think that would be like the least interesting for you in terms of your patron as well.
Keeden is rife with spirits. Anyone that has druidic kind of powers, ranger powers, any access to natural energy, there would be a lot of them in Keeden. Keeden especially, not Foro. And I guess it's not saying too much, but when it comes to magical artifacts that people themselves, like wizards, don't have to make, they're coming out of Keeden because of spirits.
Like me going there to inspect the spirits because the black one told me to.
The place used to be ran by Ragnaros, right?
Wagnaros.
For the spirits all restless.
Too soon.
I even named one of his lieutenants Osric, like the guy from the Cataclysm. The Cataclysm
So
dungeon.
So classes.
And what if we start there and we meet the dragon god?
Go find Orsted up in the north.
Hey, if you guys want to play a survival game, I could do that.
Oh my god. I don't think going up in like the Arctic is the play. Well, Bloodwood always sounded cool.
Yeah, it's nearby. I guess from a lore standpoint, maybe not even lore standpoint, that north snowy area, that's where all the Nakandra were pushed into after the Era of Chaos. The second era. So Eldritch flesh beasts, they all live up there.
Yeah, I assume they're supposed to be like ruins, and it's like here be dragons kind of place.
Oh yeah, dragons also moved up there too. The entire continent was lived in by humans in various levels of sophistication. I'm not going further past like 500 AD style building and technology. When the Nakandra and the dwarves, when the Nakandra hit the northern coast and the dwarves hit the southern coast, all of humankind got pushed into what is now Light's Watch. And then after the end of the first era, humans were allowed to spread again, and they kind of just spread out to everywhere. Well, I guess Velador too, but the Non and the dwarves never hit Velador because of that. That forest has dangerous creatures in it. And then the second era of chaos cut things in half. So if you look just above, what's this called? Look just above Light's Watch. Think of Terra's Gift as like a border. It used to be a border between the north and the south. And you'll find a lot of dwarven citadels and castles and shit all ruined along this line that it comes directly out of Terra's Gift.
Gamers, I have an idea. We go to the Dead Marsh and we kill every cat.
Why would we do that?
I mean, from what I spoke to with the Hive, Silwen is in Maeve, but at the same time, if we did West End Village, reading what Hive has written, that gives us opportunity to not only like literally go to an entirely different continent, we have all the islands on the west, but then because it's a port, we could literally also go to any other region.
Wait, which place right now?
West End Village, if you read what he has written.
West
we
End
could literally
Village?
Yeah, because they do ferry services there.
Oh yeah,
there's Milia's Hearth, Cullenshire, all those islands. We could literally go over to Valandia, or we could just head east manually, or we could take a ship to, I'm assuming, things like Chaos Landing, Craftsman's Terrace,
yeah, because I don't
Keaton,
think we,
Foro,
I don't think we
Rosaldia.
actually got to go to this part on the west end in any of our campaigns.
No, and opportunity-wise, in terms of like things that Hype can end up deciding based on what we do, that gives the most flexibility in where the campaign would actually go. Simply because of its nature of being a port.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Like you have access to ships and all that.
Most any town that has port in the name, plus dead end, you can definitely get boats and ships to go across. I guess port towns would be West End, Catris, any of the drow villages with funny names north of that. Steelport, Smuggler's End, Dead End even, South Point, Kuri, and
I just imagine we go to
Ozing-
Dead End, it's just a
Ozignanda.
flaming mess.
Oh, and Leichun. Leichun is the Kideni port town. Katrin's Port, Achesurge, that is another one. And those are all the port towns, all the major like in and outs. Craftsman's Terrace, that it does not have a proper port. Chaos Landing has a big port. That's actually the biggest port.
Like opportunity-wise, it seems like a pretty interesting one. Valenka itself does sound like a funny place to start.
We have to choose one.
Valenka was the previous capital of Central. It was the capital of Central before the Tenon Wastes were nuked and turned into a magical desert. It was also home to probably the largest collection of magical items used by and created by the... what was the family? The McDougan?
The McDonald's.
McAir?
Magdawistan.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
What's the name of... Where is my... magical item? MIMO.
So on top of this, we also have Elf Ranger, Rose Giant.
Valenka could be cool.
Alright, I'm not gonna lie, it has to be in the west. Because my character is unironically 16 years old.
Why does that matter?
region.
What class?
McCoil. The McCoil family. The McCoil monarch family. Most of the
What do you
magical
mean,
items
class?
came out of there, and were lost to time after the great dragon Tannen nuked himself to prevent the Nakandra from eating him.
What about the refuge?
As in, what class are you thinking of playing?
Oh, that's right. I gotta do Harmu stuff.
Yeah, what do you mean, class?
Oh god, it's a 0 level.
That'd be funny.
Okay. Aka, what class are you thinking, my man?
He's gone. It's over.
Ever establish who the Forgotten Even was?
Dude, for all I know, when Kaiman says the black one, he means me.
For all I know, it could be an insult. Whole lot of planning I should have done days ago.
Alright, what if we start in the trade grounds?
Trade grounds is a very it's like a big bazaar, Middle Eastern
Yeah.
style. Lots of
Yeah.
Foro and Foro giant dwarves, hill giants and hill dwarves specifically.
Wait, but you just said we have to start in the west.
Yeah. What's up with that? We could start at the Royal Bazaar.
Oh no, I meant east, sorry.
Oh my god. Just don't know his left and his right.
No, I'm from the WPC.
From the where?
You can't read a clock either.
I mean, there's Jinkei, which is a big place.
Jinkei
Bahancourt
is the capital of the White Vine Elves.
Oh boy. Don't elves hate giants? Maybe we don't start there.
No, giants and elves have a very good relationship in this world. They're probably the
Oh,
only. They're probably the only. Giants are probably the only race that don't treat elves like subhuman trash, like everyone else
Halfling.
is programmed to do
Halfling
so.
as well.
Halflings
Halfling
as well.
as well.
Just because halflings don't have a mean bone in their body.
I mean, we could start there. I think that's better than like dwarf trade grounds.
You know what's funny?
Sure.
You actually don't have a single thing on White Vine Elves.
They're very secretive. so I just haven't written much about them. They're very much a cabal.
That's me.
They are White Vine elves are descendant of elves that ran away from slavery in Kiden. They were hunted down by the Kiden and then the Foro as well. They hid in the desert, the Black Sand, and were led by Tethel. The great elven king Tethir, the man with the white eyes. He led them through the desert, eventually took them to Jin K, and sometime after that happened, those mountains that separate Jin K from the desert rose from beneath the ground.
One day we will know what Haku intends. So Ranger and Warlock, that gives us 2/3 caster plus half caster. Charisma plus wisdom. Essentially, we have a striker. I mean, Warlock can be as well. So, yeah, there's a lot of options. Pretty much anything would work. Full caster, straight up pure martial.
Which one lets me become a Pokemon master?
Beastmaster, Ranger.
You know what? That sounds fun. Should go with that.
And it's not so much Pokemon Master as in you pick one Pokemon only.
That hasn't stopped me before.
Actually, you know what? Wizard also, because they have the familiars. Literally Pokemon.
Yeah, but I already got to play as a wizard, as Balulu. Had Spider-Man.
Let's look at the document.
Yeah, so we start in the rose kind of area.
Yeah, that would work because assuming in May, Ranger stuff and being hired for things could literally involve having to go West End Village all the way over via boat for client-related stuff. So that works.
So we're just gonna start in like Jin K or Lakeshore. It's close enough. I think we have an area.
Well, Akko, I think in general you'd probably enjoy casters because of the creative flexibility they can allow.
So what you're saying is Warlock.
Oh my god, multiple warlocks. Wait.
Warlock
I
party?
don't know.
Oh my god,
I
if
don't
you're
know,
all
actually a
warlocks and you
viable
have
thing.
and you have patrons who just
Different-
want the same shit, so you gotta fight
Or
over who
different-
gets to give their shit to their patron.
No, or different patrons that have like conflicting interests.
I can't speak on it, but I mean, there's shaman, cleric, warlock, sorcerer, druid, and even bard. It depends on like what type of flavor are you thinking of? Like, what role do you want to have in combat?
You know what? I haven't ever played a bard, so maybe I should try bard.
Yeah, bards can do pretty much anything.
Yeah, we'll go with bards then.
Bard, but you play like meme songs and shit.
Cleric, for example, with the way Hive has it, you choose between like focusing on casting or like wading into the thick of things and having martial and casting. Druid, you are the Pokemon. I'm not sure what Hive has it as the subclass. I'm assuming Disciple of the Wolf. Hi, Wolf is your moon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you want to like focus on turning into Pokemon, you could be a wolf druid. You see an animal, you can turn into it. It is a wisdom caster, along with cleric.
Forgive my silence. I'm trying to mull things over with Harmony right now.
It's over.
Okay, let's see if we can ask this. In terms of role, what is his class?
You guys all exist on the same spectrum, I think. Maybe not. I forgot what his thing is. For now, I'm just trying to mull over lore.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think like frontline, backline, mid, striker, caster, etc.
Look, class balance is for World of Warcraft.
D&D class balance is, do you have a charisma person? If so, you're perfect.
That's for bitch-made D&D players. You don't have the charisma to do something? Break their legs.
Dude, I love that intimidation isn't like...
Follow them home. Tell them the names of their children and what their wife looks
Blow
like.
up the whole town.
That too. You just blow it up.
Damn. Valulu must have tons of charisma then.
Just kill the politicians.
Valulu is
Hive,
dripping
not
with
Hive.
charisma.
Haku,
He's
I
a
can
big
give you like
slime ball of charisma. What are you saying, Morgan?
I'm telling Haku that I could give him a quick like rundown of the overall like subclasses you have for like bard, cleric, druid, etc. If he wants to like narrow things down.
Keep forgetting what this thing is.
And cleric
Harmony
is
sent me
you
his
can basically do
character's
anything.
background. I keep
Cleric is the
forgetting
most
that it exists, so I
versatile
gotta take a look at
thing.
this. Yeah.
Like in terms of subclasses, there's bard subclasses like focusing on martial combat, focusing on casting, focusing on like straight up RP, all sorts of stuff. Druid is a lot of the same thing. You can essentially be like, I turn into a cat and I give them the bad pussy.
I think I'm gonna impose like 2 weeks of disadvantage on you for that one.
Oh my god.
Every time I remember the sand snakes, I just die a little inside.
I hated the show got so bad as soon as season 5 was a thing.
Yep. And it got worse every season. What was this? You ever write something and then be told that, hey, I'm going to use this thing, and then you go back and take a look at it and it's like, God damn, what was I thinking when I did this? Because that's happening a lot today. I'd like to thank my my team of beta testers who will be playing this with me for the next who knows how long.
Until next World War.
until the next time two of them decide to just not be here for months in a row. Whether it be programming drones to kill Ukrainians or buying as many $1.50 Costco combos as they can. Who was this? I forget. Is there? There must be an equivalent over here. You had to choose like the worst one for me, narrative and lore wise. Just know that.
It's the only one that made sense with my idea.
I know, but you just had to choose the hardest one.
He's
Yeah.
a titan, isn't he?
Right. Do you guys have any questions that need to be answered right now? Ooh, fuck! I forgot this entire time. Forgot my I forgot to start my transcript bot.
It's over.
Epic.
Everyone, welcome to CIA. C Voice. Let's talk.
CIA.
If you take a look at the chat for this voice channel, it is transcribing everything we see, everything we say. It's pretty cool, and it will send me a transcript when I tell it to stop.
we need this for like WPSG meetings.
Oh
we can
my
rebuild.
god!
Hai, dozo onegaishimasu.
Wait, does it
Fucking-
understand my accent?
Me and my friend were talking about this. It might have a problem with your accent, but it does pick up a language I tell it to pick up, which is English. So,
I think so far it has recognized everything I said.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go talk to Harmu about something. You guys.
Okay, I'm assuming you're
think up
hopping down the
questions.
channel.
Yeah. All right. Tell me about your character.
Alright, so the idea I had was it was a white mind human.
Mhm.
Basically, the white mind have tattoos on their faces,
Mhm.
and it has a tattoo of like both moons.
Both moons. One of them is cut in half.
Yeah,
Scar.
yep.
Okay.
But whenever the moon cycle changes, so when there's, for example, a new moon,
Mhm.
that moon will become the one not scarred, and when there's a full moon, that moon will become the one that's scarred.
So I assume one tattoo is gonna be dark, the other tattoo is gonna be light, just to differentiate the two.
Yeah.
All right. So, White Vine elves, they care only about Leilun, the white moon, and that
Okay.
moon's on a 2-month cycle. So you'll be stuck as one class for 2 months at a time.
Okay.
Right. Now, as the barbarian, barbarians have a kind of patron thing going on.
I need to first see which moon will correspond to what class.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think the new moon would be better for the barbarian.
So that would be Leilun?
Yeah. Well, no. It's only Leilun. Or do you
Oh,
mean
it's only Leilun?
it's only Leilun? So when the loon's full, you'll be a monk,
Mm-hmm. No, a
And-
fighter.
a fighter. Okay. When the loon's full, you'll be a fighter, and when Leilun is new, you'll be a barbarian, and you'll be locked into those changes for 2 months at a time.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, the idea for the classes is empty hand fighter is what what I'm trained in
Mhm.
by the white mind, and the barbarian is what I become when there's
Now, is there
the moon cycle.
what's the backstory behind the scar?
I have no clue.
Okay. So, barbarians in my system are kind of like warlocks. They're warlock fighters in a way. They get their power from something or someone. So in this case, you're choosing the Forgotten, and I never really established who the Forgotten was. It's either Terra's dark side. She's normally
Or the other moon.
kind, loving person, or it's the remnants of Aldea the Broken. So I'm not sure how this would apply to you. So I would imagine that the scar was achieved. I imagine that the scar was put there by someone who was in some way related to a one of those two aspects, and whatever put that scar there infused you with the chaos energy required to bestow you that power.
Okay.
As a Forgotten barbarian, you won't really have much of a drive by a patron. It's more like a kind of just exist as a what's the words I'm looking for? You have a drive to do something and to seek out something by your patron, but you don't know what it is. You don't have the slightest idea. You just have a distinct feeling that you're supposed to be doing something.
Okay.
So that's how that works.
Right. How are you gonna communicate that?
In DMs, whispers.
Okay.
Maybe I'll just say, you feel this thing. Hey, there's this thing that really has your attention. I mean, what we're doing right now could also happen. I'm probably gonna go with this being a Terra Aldea thing. I should mess with them more, but as of right now, I have no idea what that drive is. And aside from that, you also asked me the name of the sword.
I mean, if it would have one.
Oh,
sure. Because it's a transforming weapon, so
a transforming weapon.
Yeah.
What is this from?
It literally says on the paragraph I sent you.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Where does it say? It's a ribbon knife when you're a fighter and a horse killing sword when you're a barbarian. Let's call this a cursed blade.
Okay.
Call it. Write it down. I'm not going to ever refer to it as this. I'm just going to call it your weapon.
Okay.
Call it the Curse of Mara. Mara being the earth and moon.
How do you?
Mara.
Right.
Like Maradon.
So Mara would be the moon that's...
The reddish moon. The moon that has the color of Mars.
Okay.
Is there anything else I need to give you here that you want to keep secret? To yourself or whatever. Moons. There's no real lore of the moons. The elves just worship the moons because that's just their thing. The elves of the west look at the white moon as Calmriel the mother and her aspect, and the earth and moon is looked at as Calmriel the destroyer. The white moon is worshipped by elves, while the dark moon is worshipped by drow. White Vine, they don't really have a belief or a worship of the moons. They view them as important, and it's more of a ingrained thing for them specifically. It is said that a white vine is at their best behavior, funnily enough, the way you pick this, when the moon is full, and at their worst when the moon is new. And that's also why they wear the white during the full moon and the 2 months after, and the black during the new moon and the 2 months after.
All right, so I would be a barbarian when it's new, right?
Yes. So
Or full.
yeah.
When
new.
it's new, and I'm supposed to be at my worst.
Worst behavior.
Okay.
When the white vines plan an assault, they do it on and after the new moon. It's just kind of their thing. They have a weird thing about things. They are a weird sect of elves. Other things important to the barbarian aspect of your character is, I haven't figured out what that drive is, because I just haven't figured out the Forgotten patron, but I will figure something out. It's probably going to lead you on a path of violence.
That's fine.
Okay. When it comes to the white eyes, it is very revered amongst elves, if it's an elven thing, because they view you as lineage of their former leader, and I guess a relative to their current leader. Humans who are brought into the White Vine family are essentially nobles, and if that lineage is known in the West, you're going to be seen as an elf, and will be treated as such. Even though White Vine elves get better treatment in the West, you will be treated like a regular elf.
Okay.
I think that's all I can give you off the top of my head.
All right, let me write it down real quick.
All right. Trying to think if there's anything else.
I was thinking maybe make it so the scar comes from the curse of Mara, and it's over the moon that represents Mara on my face, basically.
But doesn't your tattoos represent Liloon?
Actually, yeah, true. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, and don't worry about the moon phases. I got a calendar that has both the moons tacked on. All right. Anything else you need, or anything you think of? Anything lore-wise? Anything that you need, that you think you need to know?
No. Oh, also, how secretive is like that I am a white vine human?
I mean, white vines are gonna know just because of your tattoos.
Yeah, I mean, they are gonna know, but the rest, yeah.
Westerners might have a problem recognizing it. They might just see your face as tattooed. But the white vine elvish language has a sort of a Chinese-ish accent. So if you learned Common after having learned that, there's a chance that you'll be picked out as a Kideni, maybe. So you might have that as cover.
Okay.
But there's nothing because your tattoos are very unique, that they're moons. You're not going to be picked out as a white vine. Usually they're like, I assume they're both full circles, right?
Yes.
Usually white vines are like crescents, crescents or straight lines, or like smaller night elf kind of tattoos, and they usually go above the cheeks.
Okay. I mean, they are on the cheeks.
Yeah, but they're also not circles. They're not generally
Okay.
circles. They're usually lines that kind of look like the Quake symbol sometimes. So your tattoos are different enough that you don't have to worry about being spotted and known as a white vine. But if there are humans that trade consistently with the white vines, they might recognize you as a person, maybe, or you in the way that you talk. Think of the white vine elven language as a mix of like Chinese and Finnish.
So Mongolian?
No, not Mongolian, because Mongolians are a specific class of people in this world.
Okay.
Alright. If that's it, we'll go back to general.
Yep, that's it.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh yeah, and if you don't want this thing to ping you, you could just mute the voice channel, like you would mute a normal channel.
I don't hear the pings.
Okay, because I had that problem in another channel when I was testing my friend. All right, let's see. What do you
I
guys?
can't hear the bot, by the way.
No, I haven't played anything on the bot. I was looking for something to play, so I just decided to play my own music for myself.
I saw it green and lighting up. I'm like, oh no, the bot break.
Let's get you. Let's get Poppy out of here.
Also, the other issue with Beastmaster, wow, it's a Beastmaster Ranger that fights in melee. Wow, it's Driz.
See what you guys said
All
when I
the
wasn't
time.
here.
We were just talking about subclass related stuff.
Good. All right. I think Harmu's stuff is settled. Anybody
So,
else
like,
need
for
anything?
Beast, well, here's my question. Like, looking at Beastmaster, would it be working the pet off like BG3 style pets and how they act, or would it be base 5e?
I don't know how BG3 did Hunter Pets.
More limited selection, but the pets are actually like unique in a way. Like Raven isn't complete dog shit, for example. The bear is actually good, that kind of stuff.
This means you mean like there are more unique creatures?
No,
Instead
like
of what?
your pet actually like it actually can deal damage, but then they have like their own little flavor to them.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So, for example, bear has okay, so wolf, it has pack tactics. The boar has like the ability to charge and do that stuff. The spider, obviously, has spider shit. The bear, if they knock someone prone, they get some bonuses there. The raven flies and does raven shit.
You mean like 5th edition?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean they should just be creatures that would have creature stat blocks that have things on them that make them different from other creatures. I would have to figure out what that is. I'd probably just pull it for 5e tools if I really have to.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Beastmaster, would it be like a primal companion in terms of that? Because that's its own thing that Tasha's did.
What's Primal Companion? Is that mine or is that...
It's a thing Tasha introduced with for Beastmaster to make it so Beastmaster isn't misery.
I have no idea. It is essentially a creature. Actually, no. Is it a creature? Did I make it spirit? No, you're just taming a real ass animal with the power of anima.
Yeah, so what it is it's literally whatever kind of animal it wants, but it falls into like, is it a land-based, ocean-based, or air-based? And it's like just a chassis.
No, I'm not doing that. It's gonna be as close to that creature as possible, and it's gonna be able to do things that creature can do in real life, because that's how I like to do things. So if you somehow tame, say, a boar, you're gonna have a boar that is a boar, and what do the boars do? They charge, and they're gonna gore things with their tusks. They're not gonna. It's not gonna be. It's gonna have the stats that a boar would have, no matter what, and it'll have feats no matter what. So
5-2 charge, Migo face.
exactly.
Like, I heart Sea Hunter.
Its HP is going to be reasonable for a boar. If you choose to have a fucking sparrow as your companion's bond, it's going to have the stats of a actual sparrow. If you somehow manage to get one of those Nemean lions hanging out in the Tannin Wastes, hey, it's going to be one of those Nemean lions hanging out in the Tannin Wastes. It's going to be a gigantic creature with lots of HP and lots of damage. Although I'm not sure if that's going to work because they're technically Sithling. And are intelligent. On the level of humans. So, Haku, how are you doing?
I am still deciding.
What do you
Whether
have
he
your
wants
eyes on?
pizza or hot dog.
God damn it. Costco pizza sounded kind of good right now, to be completely honest. Have you figured out a class at the very least? Or a character? Like what
Yeah,
character should be?
Bard.
Bard. So now, bards are like warlocks in my world. They have a thing that they kind of have to revere and cherish.
VTubers.
Understandable.
So me.
Dude, the schizophrenic VTuber and like the bard that follows her around and serenades her.
Yeah, Turok. Now my muse is gonna be Leah's mom.
Sorry, this is a Pecco Mama Discord.
Oh my
This is a
lord.
Shondo build Discord.
This is a Shondo build Discord.
I felt so bad for her. That like hiatus announcement. It just feels bad, man.
Alright, so I didn't really get too explicit with it. I think when Morgan made his lay so random chaotic good bard who tried to bait you guys into being killed by a river demon.
I'm just gonna send you something. It's a real subclass for Ranger. I'm wondering if there's a way you can flavor it. Just because it's essentially Beastmaster, but actual flavor for stuff.
Drake Warden. I already hate the sound of it.
Oh, the name is fucking stupid.
Well, I know how they work over there.
It's actually Drake
essentially-
from Canada.
Drake Companion.
What if I make my muse VT and it's just all schizo voices?
Literally, ignore the Drake part. That could be literally anything.
Let's see.
Just because I feel replace Drake with anything, and you could get a lot of flavor just out of the inherent nature of that subclass.
I mean,
And
it
the
just sounds
subclass
like
itself isn't.
you got a magical pet. The pet does all your fighting.
You can literally ride it.
Yeah, you could do that with Beastmaster companion. Go tame a horse. That could be your companion. Let's see. I think creature of the natural world. Doesn't
Well,
necessarily have to be a beast.
So it's a draconic spirit, and since you have Ranger doing things with spirit, essentially, like the spirit takes shape as something. Essentially, like having a more physical presence for the pact spirit you're with.
Yeah, but the spirit that you make the pact with doesn't actually go with you anywhere. It just gives you its power in a trade for a little bit of your life force and what's it called? A favor. I think this Drake Warden thing would have to be more of a full-on like summoner ranger class. And the creature will only ever be there when you summon it, because you have to feel its existence with your natural energy.
Yeah, basically Drake Warden is similar to Beastmaster, but it puts more emphasis on like not just I attack, pet attacks, I attack, pet attacks.
Well, I'm not sure if I've described it here, but the idea is that when you get your animal companion, you're essentially turning them into a Sithling. They become intelligent enough to be able to do stuff, and they're tied to you in a way that you and them are one.
Also,
So,
what's interesting with that Drake companion that would make it fit in, to have it, actually exist, you're literally burning a spell slot for it to end up happening.
I mean, that's not too interesting with the way I have spells work for Ranger now. It just means you have to prepare ahead of time. It means you just got to prepare your Pokeball before the fight. Haku, the Muse. Do you remember Morgan's character, the Lisa Random, picking fights with demonic creatures at level 1? Died in a suicide bombing bard.
That like fights Eldritch Terrors
At level 1.
No, I think we were level 3.
You were level 1 at the time.
No, we legitimately had our subclass.
Yeah, because we were using these rules that give you your subclass at level 1. We were using
weren't
these
level 1,
alternate
level 1.
subclass rules. Do you not remember using these? Anyway, his bard had a muse, and that muse is a thing that the muse is a thing, a creature, a concept that is important to the bard. However, that muse is manifested by the god that gives bards their power. Every once in a while, like a warlock, you might be tasked to do something. What's his name? I don't remember. What was your bard's name? Whatever. That Bloodstain back on the River's Bend Bridge was tasked with seeking out a specific elven village, and they never went there. That's why they started having nightmares and starting losing the ability to get back spell slots. So whatever your muse is, whatever it's gonna be, you better be ready to do work for it every once in a while.
The Muse, it's Mandy.
to defend it and to
the goon bard.
you gotta tip your hat for it. Call it milady. It is something that is incredibly important to you and your power. And as soon as it stops being important to you and your power, you might just lose your subclass abilities. It actually just says that right there. If anything were to happen to your muse, such as its destruction or death, you may lose your subclass abilities. And eventually your actual class abilities.
Perfect. It's just gonna be like VT and my VTuber graduating.
Terminated.
Alright, yeah.
Oh my god.
If Rushia, right, if you swore your life to be her fan and defend her honor, and then she gets graduated twice because she got a whole bunch of fans in her goon cave, you know,
At Oats.
you might just lose your powers.
Damn. That sounds great. Oh man, now I got to make a bard, and then I have to make it so unhinged.
Oh boy. So whatever your muse is, concept, a person, a group, write that
Yes,
down,
fallen
figure it
shadow.
out. If it's not a thing that already exists in the world, you have creative, creative whatever. If it needs to be a person, you can just create that person.
Wandering idol, Kalulu.
Oh no. That is an awful muse to have. Especially because she's not an idol that wanders. She just drinks at home. And sends this other guy to do all her
Wait, how about making my muse Valulu? The bard caught a glance of Valulu.
If the proper GM in me says that I should prevent this from happening. However, the High Bar Greythorn of me says, how can we make this work if you are going to have your muse be your previous player character?
Oh yeah, that is gonna be pretty hard. But then again, it is during our last thing.
I have a terrible idea, Ivan. I'm gonna send it to you.
There is also a small window from which Valulu exists. So your bard would have to have been like the freshest of bards, if that were the case. Alright. Just let me know when you got...
He was a normal villager until he saw Valulu destroy a whole town.
I mean, hi. Look what I sent you. That could unironically be a pretty funny thing that happens.
Alright, that's a bit silly. That is funny. But that is a bit silly, because he would also just be dead.
But it is a funny way to transition the character.
Oh! Yeah! That would be. That would be real funny. I'll let you let your muse be Valulu.
Oh damn, okay.
If you want to go that way, I'll let it happen. Just I would say
Damn, now you gotta make Valulu an NPC. That's gonna be
I That's fine.
Well, you gotta treat it like an NPC now.
I do. Well, just until your character stops existing. But who knows when that might happen. So Valulu, I would say, has existed as Valulu at this point in time, which will be March 1st in game, for 6 months. So sometime between March 1st and July 1st?
What's the moon status as of March 1st?
Sometime between March 1st and not July 1st. That's too soon. September 1st is when you have the opportunity to have met Valulu and made them your muse. The moon phase on March 1st. Let me see if I got this. March 1st is a Friday. Lelune is a waxing gibbous fading. And Mara is full. So Lelune is not yet full. Lelune will be full on March 2nd. New. Yeah.
Oh. So tomorrow is gonna be full?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually, let me set today's date in my calendar.
Yeah, tomorrow is gonna be another right day.
Oh, that's the year. Fuck. Okay. Kaiman? How are things working out on your side of the table?
Oh, we actually did have a question about one thing for his subclass high.
What's up?
How would the damage scale on size? Would 2d4 become 2d6?
Yes.
Okay, and then the second part is, so if he did Pact of the Blade, he gets the Black Blade. Does he have to care about the strength requirement it has, considering it's coming from his subclass?
I think it wouldn't matter because it's not a real weapon. He creates it.
Yeah, he essentially gets to just hand wave it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's one thing we were talking about. Oh, what is the special on it? Because it says it has special.
You can find that on the descriptions page. Which I'll link in the general chat.
Okay, so the special is just is the casting focus thing.
Yes, I believe that's correct. Oh yeah, and it crits very hard. It has a minimum critical hit severity of 4, which means you're always causing an injury of some sort. Where is my critical hit table? Where's my critical fuck you table? Still need to get a automated program to run critical hits for me.
Honestly, with my new job, I do have enough time doing work that I could do it. I just need to have the base table.
Should be in the index. It
well,
is in the index critical
you.
hit table. And I think I've edited this recently. Because I also need to actually no, I make an extra one because I am putting this in my new system. So a minimum critical hit severity generally means you're always doing something with your critical hit. or there's always an added effect. So like if you're using a black blade, so you're doing slashing, you're always gonna cause someone to be to not only be bleeding, but to have a -1 penalty to anything that they do until they heal. But then you're also rolling. So, and let's see, what is a black blade's size modifier? Is it an exotic? Its size modifier is huge. So, you're always either causing bleeding, or depending on whatever you're rolling against, so let's say you're rolling against a medium creature, you'll be rolling a 2d4. So you either, at the very least, cause them to bleed, or if I say roll a 6, you would be causing them to bleed and be knocked prone, and have a -2 penalty to everything that they do. Fun stuff. It'll critical hit tables. Bane of everyone but the DM. Or especially the bane of the DM. Who knows? So, Harmu, I think you're set for right now, yeah?
Yes.
So I'm waiting on, or Morgan, have you finished your subclass choice?
I sent 2 over to you. I'm just wondering if there's a way to get those, because I'm curious to see what the flavor would be, because I'm reading the blurbs for the different subclasses and then just going over things for like the RP flavor.
It would have been better if you sent me these before today.
True.
There's no way I could do something about these right now. This is just a warlock.
It's interesting flavor since they're able to do a lot of different things, but okay, so we can ignore that one. So I'm more just curious on the Drake Warden flavoring into Terra.
So for Drake Warden, I would... What would I do for this? Could be weird, seeing as how dragons are different. Well, there's not real dragon.
Because assuming we're starting in Keaton, that gives a lot of like flavor since
A lot of
the thing
spirit
is
shit.
technically a spirit. Yeah.
Assuming you start there. For Bond of Fang and Scale. This could just give you the ability to fly at 3rd level. Oh, no, never mind. You can't fly with it.
Yeah. It's technically level 15 that you would do that you'd actually have flight in. Yeah,
Well,
I'd
actually,
say
for
have
Ranger-
a minimum level.
With the way Ranger works, you can still take that at 3rd level.
No,
Or this wouldn't work because you need that first one, huh?
yes. Yeah.
I feel like there's too much finagling that I have to do with this right now.
Also, I wouldn't be taking that anyways because melee, so flying is kind of useless there.
You can dive bomb people. Flying creatures don't I don't think they proc attacks of opportunity.
They do unless they have flyby.
Do they?
Yeah. The real reason I wouldn't want it is because the scythe has reach, so it wouldn't have the attack of opportunity, and that just doesn't feel right.
I mean, this is just make pet strong.
I would unironically probably just do them in order, if anything.
Honestly, I think this is I don't know. I don't like. The more I play not 5th edition, the more I dislike 5th edition, and I think
The Primal Companion is actually stronger, and that's what Beastmaster has essentially baseline now.
this is kind of. This is just a Pokemon essentially. It's like you're trading more or less your own weapon to have a extra D6 on a dragon. An extra D6 and a plus PB to hit. Yeah, so 2d6. I don't know. I mean, I could flavor it. I just can't do it right now.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna send you one thing about it that's interesting.
Kyman, how's your character coming along?
I have a good idea about what I want to do with it. I have to like iron out a few parts. I think I'm just gonna stick with that like warlock, that supplies.
Okay. Any lore? Any questions on places or?
No,
All right, good. So now we're waiting.
there's nothing I really want to set up beforehand as of right now. I like having a general idea and then kind of just building off of that. I think that's worked best for most of my characters.
Good. So we're waiting on Haku mostly, I think. He's making a guy who's going to dedicate his life, a rural subsistence farmer, dedicating his life to a lowly slime girl, who's also just so happens to be the herald of the apocalypse. Now, aside from that, have you guys decided on where you want to see the campaign start?
I think we're pretty solid on like Jane K or Janestead, right?
I'm okay with that or 4.
Oh, I see.
There was also this one, which honestly doesn't really even need much reflavoring on anything because of how simple it is.
There we go. You guys can lock back into Foundry. The world map's there. Probably zoom out more. Right, edit this.
It's like all divers throw pins on it and be like, "What about here?"
Okay, so every time you log in is when you can change your color and everything. I believe the world map is missing light.
Shouldn't be a need for light.
So I'm just seeing black.
Do you only see black?
Yeah.
You still only see black.
No, like it's legitimately black. I can see the gray slightly to the far right, which makes me think that this is just missing light source.
Oops. It should be daylight. Or how do I turn off fog of war?
Oh, that's what it probably is. I'm just refreshing. Still black. Oh, no. Oh, I don't own a token with any vision.
Really?
That's why it's saying that.
We can't just look at shit, guys. Come on, Foundry. What are you doing? Is there a way for me to configure it so that you token vision? Just turn it off. Bingo. There you go.
And now I can see.
Right, how do I make this thing bigger?
Ooh, I like the fact that it's a right click to move instead of middle mouse. That's one thing I hate about Roll20.
Roll20 made some changes that aren't that good, and that's one of them. So can I make this thing bigger? This thing should be fucking huge.
What thing?
The map.
Oh, you can zoom in.
Yeah, but I wanted it to cover the entire thing. Alright, I could just hide this over here. There we go. Yeah. So, you guys want to... How do we put pins in? No, there's a way to do it.
Oh, that's cool.
So, what the frick? I should have, oops, I don't want to permanently delete all drawings.
Oh, you can even do notes automatically in here.
Draw freehand. There we go. So you guys are thinking about Jin K or Janestead?
I don't think we have an option
Yes.
to draw as a player.
Do I have to be in here as Game Master? Can't I name myself something? How about...
Huh, where's my
Biggest-
character?
Icus.
How do I
you
move
guys
my
have
character?
passwords? How do you guys have passwords? You guys didn't have passwords when you logged in, right?
No.
Nope.
Just
I assume it's something that we can set.
I think I have to set it for you. There are passwords filled in here, and I don't think there should be. Okay, you guys don't have tokens. I can see you guys clicking around. Like, I see Haku has a little circle bouncing between Kochsen and Clementine.
Oh, Hibe, in the configure permissions, you can give us the ability to draw.
Ooh, okay.
Oh yeah. Time to draw on the map.
Hats
Time
and
to draw a
wieners.
hat. I need to draw a hat.
Configure. Let's see, user management. Configure permissions. Player. Canvas pings. Cards.
That would be useful,
notes. You guys should have pings already. broadcasting audio and video, creating tokens, delete tokens, display mouse cursor. That's nice. I like that. Drew's drawing tools. There you go. God said, let there be hats. Yeah, I really like Boundary. I don't know what the... I don't know, Soft. Maybe we gotta look at this a bit deeper.
Because I know, like, that's what it's looked like.
Although it would be
Like-
nice if there was just a fucking eraser and I didn't have to kill the entire map's worth of drawings.
No, you can,
I mean, I could
Select
select the
drawing.
drawings, yeah, but it'd be nice if there was like an eraser that would just erase parts that I'm, erasing. Yep, there are the hats already. I still would like this map to fit the entire square, but whatever.
it's like, I know for Still in the Path we spoke about was like, here over to here.
The Silkwood Path, yeah, that's...
And so, presumably, going from Maid for some Rager thing, I'm assuming it would be like, go through to Zelzelin, which is safe,
I like
go over
color.
to West End Village, and then West End Village, maybe catch a boat over to Koro?
Why are they... Can I color my lines? Everyone's lines are the same color. That's kind of lame. I want to draw in colors. The Silkwood campaign went from...
No, you can change it.
How?
If you click on the cog, you can change what the color is.
Click on the what?
The
On the
cog,
cock.
Cog.
The what?
It's always an arm is
Yep.
mind.
mine's red now.
Cool.
Okay, what's up with that, Armio?
So Silkwood went from right around where your cursor is, north of the Lowlander village.
And then it was basically west through Sheffield, Caveril, up to Maeve.
Here, then down here to Kivis, then Caveril, then up to Maith, and then you cut
And
across
then-
here through the Crystal Valley, up through the Tannin Wastes, up.
Oh
that's
no,
too
I'm
far.
talking for like literally where
To
Silver
Madman's
is.
Rest. I'm just talking about Silkwood. Here, this went through Lights Watch, I think, and then back down here.
So it'd be Bon and Gerge? Or would it be Ketteran's Port that someone would land at coming from West End?
Bahan, where did she want to go? Did she want to go to Black
Well, I'm just
Boys?
thinking like if
Or you're trying
when
to
it's
get
actual-
from where you were to where you are now, right?
yes. I'm trying to start
If
the
you went to
actual-
Maith, then you probably took a port from West End Village.
Yeah, and then sailed around south and then probably came to Bahan,
Probably
Gerge.
stopped
Okay.
at Steelport, and from there you either had to wait for another boat to go all the way to Bahan Kurge, or Bahan Jurge. They probably wouldn't have let you in Bahan Jurge. You probably had to get to Ketron's Port. Or you head down to Smuggler's End, and then sail to Dead End, then to Chaos Landing, and then maybe to Cephaldine. And then probably to Puri.
South.
And no, I don't think Suf has a port.
South.
It's either Kuri or Suf. And then Ozignan
We should have an Among Us campaign in Susie 4 or Susie.
Sussy Foro? Is that what you're trying to say?
Sure.
And then from Ozignandia to Lachin, and to Catrins. Can't believe you did that. And I see who's drawing it too, you know? I see your mouse
Well,
cursors.
also in red.
I see your mouse cursors. They have names.
Yes, but mine's in red, which is why I did it.
All right. So, settle on where you guys want to start. That's probably the most important thing right now. And if you don't have questions about classes and lore and races and culture.
Well, Jin K. I guess we'll start in a larger place.
Okay. Could there be problems with that? Hold on. Let me take a look at my document.
Oh, I guess I should ask, since Ranger and favorite enemy, what favorite enemy there would even work?
I mean, for Silwyn, isn't it just humans?
No, like, are there kobolds, gnolls, etc. over there?
Yeah. I mean, kobolds are everywhere. Kobolds are also like cockroaches. But I mean, what would be reasonable for Silwyn and not for the I want to gamify this campaign?
Provided she's in Maeve, it'd
In
be
Maeve, you would be like
beast, fae, humanoids, or monstrosities,
fae
right?
beasts, fae, humanoid, monstrosities. Yeah, those all work for Maeve. Maeve generally gets every once in a while Minotaur and might run rampant towards Maeve. But most of Maeve's problems would be gigantic insectoid creatures coming from the desert, or Sith beasts such as
Minotaur or GFE.
Huh?
Minotaur undergraded.
So giant
what would count as
insectoid creatures
monstrosity?
from the desert, or monstrosities are like, chimeras and manticore stuff. Weird amalgamation
I'm talking
creatures.
Like in your world kind of thing.
They're still weird amalgamation creatures. Giant insectoids could fall under beast or monstrosity, depending. The giant insectoid creatures near madmens are monstrosities, but the giant insectoid creatures from the desert, from Tannin Wastes, those are more beasts.
Okay, so say she was on like just outside of Maith on the west side. Monstrosity,
You're gonna be dealing more
humanoid,
with monstrosities, humanoids, and fae beasts. Fae and fae beast.
So in Koro, I'm guessing beast, fae, humanoid would be the more common ones.
Yes.
I'm just trying to think of what fall under fae in terms of like the number of things, because humanoid is so boring.
What was I gonna look up? I was looking for a thing to tell you guys about Jin K. Oops. It's Google taking
actually-
up 5 billion gigabytes of RAM. With all these documents open.
Okay, so say in Maeve that like some of the stuff she does is like escorting people from Maeve to Zelzazone to Refuge. Fae would probably be the most relevant for that, wouldn't it?
Yes. Fae and Fae Beast.
Okay. I'm assuming Fae Beast still count as Fae. I guess
Fae Beast is a specific class of creature. So like do you remember Cobb's cat?
Yeah.
That's a Fae
So
Beast.
would that count as Beast or Fae under favorite enemy?
It counts as Fae Beast. If Fae Beast
that's
isn't there, it should be there, and it probably should be greater. I don't know. It could
Okay.
be it could be either.
I'm trying to. I have to think about which one probably has. Honestly, Fae is probably the more flavorful, isn't it?
Fae would make more sense.
Yeah. Because Beast is just. Beast honestly feels like the power gaming choice.
Roosevelt.
Yeah, I'll do Fae.
Did I not write anything for Roosevelt? No, I didn't. Just they're not as intricate. So if you guys want to start in Jin K, you would have to know that Jin K is the capital city of the White Vine clan. The White Vine clan is quite secretive, and they do not like outsiders. It is rare for anyone who is not Aldean, that is, being a part of the coalition of the Rose, being White Vine, Greythorn, or Black Bloom, to be in Jinkei for whatever reason. People who are considered outsiders, if they are allowed there, it's usually through politics or business. Jinkei is very much it is a noble city, if that makes any sense. Everybody
It's an
here,
apartheid city.
All right, wait. Maybe we need to consider someplace else.
everyone
You
here
should be fine.
is
You're
very
part of
much
the
a
coalition.
noble family of some sort.
What I'm saying is, if it's a nice place, given our track history or like track record, maybe we shouldn't be starting in the nice place.
Are you planning to destroy the nice place?
No,
Yeah, what's
I
going on
don't
with that?
know.
Do I have to report you to the White Vine CIA?
So yeah, it's very much it's not a very large city, but it is the most important city to the White Vine in White Vine territory. It is a very noble city. Most people are nobility one way or the other, unless they are of the worker class of the White Vine, or the worker caste of the White Vine tribe. But even then, they are treated well as well, because the White Vines treat themselves, regardless of whether they're slave or noble, with a relatively high amount of honor or decency.
I'm just gonna draw over something real quick, just for Hyde's sake.
Yeah, I like this starting place.
Which starting place?
Jinkei.
Jinkei? Okay. Oh no, I meant Japan.
Wait, Jinkei, where's that? Oh, yeah.
Were the numerous like?
Where the very
Actually, yeah, that would be a
vicious-
really cool,
the
cool
very
place to start.
vicious, secretive Asiatic elf clan resides.
I mean, what I'm
Freer,
trying to figure
freer
out here-
ends, but if she was like Chinese,
So what I'm trying to figure out though is what reason would they have to let any of our characters in?
Well,
I'm
honestly,
based. Hello.
it would make more sense to start over.
I mean, the giant can be in there. I can be in there. I don't know about you guys.
Because what I'm trying to think, like, assume sent over there for some reason related to work. I'm assuming rather than actually go into Jinkei, be like, yeah, you're taking it here because they won't let you fucking in, you piece of shit.
Like, this would be actually a lot better. Like, the one right next to Jinkei.
In terms of character accessibility.
Oh, this is probably a bit. Hold on.
Can't believe Poppy's dead.
I'm just just some secret lore going on behind here. All right. So, Jinkei, very noble town. It's where the bulk of the White Vine military also resides. Although technically every White Vine is part of the White Vine military.
It's Israel.
This would be a very... It's a good place to get fucked up in if you decide to do fucked up things. Especially if you're not a White Vine elf. Show of hands. Who here are White Vine elves? Yeah. Don't get fucked.
I mean, kind of.
What if we have the White Vine pass?
I do.
I'm not sure what else to say. Silwyn's an elf, but you're not a White Vine. Haku, is your guy gonna be a human?
Also, to be fair, even if Silwyn was a White Vine, definitely wouldn't be looking like one after
No,
too much
you look
flesh
like
crafter
that
juice.
one anime girl from your...
No, different. We're going more Dragon Ground style.
Huh? Are you retconning you getting a facelift into that one gotcha girl?
We talked about this
I don't remember.
like months and months ago.
Yeah, months and months ago. So
Yeah, it turns out when you take too much flesh crafter juice, your memory gets kind of giga-fucked.
So you don't look like the pink-haired girl
No.
from that gotcha game.
By the way, I quit the game as soon as I got her.
Well, as all should.
That was the chase character.
Wait, what game?
Dragalia Lost.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
that one.
Golly Lost.
Yeah, you know what, Sav? I think this is pretty good. If you watch this, which I doubt. I think Foundry has a pretty decent whiteboard utility. This is I'm really liking what you guys are doing here.
Okay, I have a template for what my bard will look like.
Okay.
I need to generate my character. I might just use this profile picture actually.
Sir,
No! No! Do not redeem, sir.
sir, redeem ticket for Velulu.
Sir, please,
Idle
can I get a
service.
Jira login, sir?
The man
Sav,
from
please.
Indar. We have a city for that, Haku. We call that place Indar. Granted, they are more proud people down there. I don't think they would fall to the wiles of idolism.
Oh god, I have to go back to work on Monday. It's over.
You gotta go into the office, or?
No, I just took the week off because it's a holiday.
I'm on PTO for the next 2 weeks and a half.
My bard music.
Stay.
Holy fuck!
Fucking beautiful. Alright, so we got ideas for our characters. We got an idea where we want to start. Personalities. Can we share those? I already know Silwyn. I could speak for Morgan on Silwyn's behalf. Silwyn is retarded.
Since you literally fucking forgot shit, no, you can't.
Silwyn is retarded, okay? I don't think that's gonna change. It's primal to her existence.
I wouldn't say specifics, but I wouldn't like say he's particularly good.
Okay. Got a not good character out of Kaiman. Silwyn is a neutral evil.
No, full neutral.
Silwyn is neutral evil. Harmu,
What's up?
what is your character's personality? What are their whims and wiles? Good, bad, evil, neutral.
Well, that depends.
Lets the party do everything until it's their turn to do the story.
I mean, when the party meets me, probably
Actually,
a normal human being.
okay.
Normal human being. This like, yeah, actually, you like Nerzul. You look pretty cool. I think I'll roll with you for a little while.
Haku?
Like Nerzul and the sir walk up to a lolly and are like, "Hey, you want to come with us?"
Chaotic evil. You're gonna like my muse whether you like it or not.
Okay. Alright.
I wouldn't say like chaotic evil. I don't think neutral evil. I
You
guess
guys
it has
will
to be
work out.
lawful evil.
Just
Something
Yeah.
like that.
I assume.
Would it be more chaotic neutral?
Maybe it might be. Maybe it would be more chaotic neutral from like my character's perspective, since he's only doing what the black one asks. I'll have to think about it.
Possibly.
I don't really like alignments, but they kind of have a decent baseline sometimes.
Yeah, they when you use them as a stencil for what your basic idea is, when you want to convey what that means to other people, they are fine. When you try to use them as rules, they're awful. Okay. So just so we don't have another someone picks a fight with Eldritch, half-size Godzilla at level 1, or I'm gonna drown our bounty in the river and get suicide bombed by the very angry person I fucked over at least twice beside me. Situation? You know, that kind of thing.
Whenever I play my my music, I will play only VTuber original songs.
Oh no.
Poorly based.
They're all awful.
The random
What-
FU.
What's the instrument gonna be?
Oh yeah, what is your instrument? It's not important, but it is interesting.
Okay, hold on. I need to find the instrument.
I feel there's a VTuber original song that's the base idea of my character.
Oh god.
It's not that one.
Okay. Also, remember, there is another page somewhere for proficiencies. If you want to be able to swim and to read, I suggest you take them.
Where the Rosen clan is, where are they, near the water?
Yeah, they might be in the Rosen water.
There is
Down.
the giant lake, and then there's the whole coast to the east. Everything above, alright, there's way too much text here. You're all canceled. There we go. That I do
It's
like.
time.
Everything above this.
My weapon of choice.
Everything above this purple line is essentially Greythorn territory. And then White Vine. Actually, no, that's not true. There is Lalestead. How do I carve this out? So everything above that purple line is Greythorn territory. Everything Nope, that's not the right color. Can I control Z? Yes, I can. Awesome. Everything over here. Configure. Nope. Nope. Configure default, I guess. Okay. Everything within this line, it's black bloom territory, and everything outside of those is considered white vine territory. There is this one city over here. Lakeshore is neutral territory. That belongs to, it is like the, it is the, it's where they all
Switzerland.
meet. Yeah, it's Switzerland. Plus, it's like Switzerland with a nice little resort town, essentially. It's where the,
It is Switzerland. That's what Switzerland.
yeah, that pretty much Switzerland without the mountains. There we go. Then up here in Ehrenvert, that is a Greythorn penal colony, essentially. Everything within that circle. It is where they send people who have their names and titles stripped from them. It is the greatest Greythorn dishonor. And then Nordwatch, it's just the keep that they use to guard their northern entrance. Yeah, that's all that's really important.
Me and the Rosenwasser.
The Rosenwasser is a big pink lake. It's also fuck huge. The map is not to scale, and by any means. Keyden is a lot larger than it's supposed to look. Foro is a lot smaller than it looks, and the Black Sands is like 3 times larger than it looks. I think the Tenon Waste is also supposed to be like double wide, as it is right now. And the north is supposed to be a lot larger as well. Everything north of the Dreadfort should be like twice as wide and twice as long.
Yeah, I remember realizing the scale was a little different when we went north into the Feylands, and like I don't think we never hit Rosewatch, right? We were between Rosewatch and
I think
oh damn.
you guys like went. There's a little jail, like a jail, like right here. Right here. Then you guys, I think, went in this little. Like in this little area here, but it also should just be that little diamond should be smaller in general. Like it should be closer to this.
Yeah, isn't
Maybe
that where we
wider.
like spent that whole time just messing around with like
Faye.
beast and shit? Yeah, they
Yeah.
We never got to finish that quest because everyone was like, we have to go back. We have to go to the south now. So we just kind of did.
We had to.
You must leave these
don't-
lands.
I don't think we did like as
Uh,
quickly as we did, but
You guys went to Varwood for something. I know that Harmu's character had to go to Varcairn for Kung Fu treachery.
Heck yeah. That's where I got my staff pieces.
Yep. And then you went to Varwood. Why did you guys go to Varwood? I know what you did there, but I don't know why you went there.
that was Metal Gear Varwood, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, post
Where
Metal Gear
we-
Varwood. The actual
We
Metal
had-
Gear. I need.
Oh yeah,
one
we
person
ran
to
into that. We ran into those golems and like set them up inside that little facility. The gnomes were whoever they were.
Actually, no. So the reason we went to Farwood was we were looking for the other elves that were still within there when we had like that one little.
That's right. You wanted to find Kalina.
Yeah. And then now we have now
Well,
there's
yeah. And you were like, yeah, there's a tome down there, bro. Trust, like Blood Mage will like teach you the secrets. It'll be great.
Yeah, that's right. Because Kalina's the biggest, baddest blood mage in the realm. So
yeah.
said,
and then we
let's go
went to
check
look
out
over
Kalina.
there, and
Nice.
then we found a ton of elves that we brought back to the thing, and now they're Hamas tunneling around everywhere.
Yes. You took Revolver Ocelot and Foxhound and gave them a base.
Yeah, you know, looking back on that campaign, we really didn't do a whole lot of good for the world. we might have enabled quite a bit of terrorism and destruction, but like the dwarves kind of deserve it.
Three obligate carnivores, a drunk, and a blood mage did good for the world. Well,
I was gonna find secrets to immortality, maybe for like me and my clan.
Well,
and,
you
like,
should have seen you should have seen how safe it was before Zero Session. Now everything's fucked.
and I think you guys went back this way. And then this way. Then Akrosh is clutch over here. And I think you went to the central city. No, you went north to where the big Fey worm was. I don't think he went down this direction. He went back here.
I think when we saw the Fey worm, we just turned 180 and left.
Back here. Then down here somewhere. Then down to Varcairn. Then down here. Oops, not that far down. Then over here to Varwood. Into Varwood town. Back, up. Then Rivers Bend.
We went to Lights Watch.
You guys did not make it to Lights Watch. There's no way you guys went to Lights Watch. I think you guys
Did
went
we
to...
not make it?
No, I think you went back to Helenshire.
we were in Helenshire, and that's when what's her name was like.
Then
That's when
Prim
we fucked
said,
around in Helenshire. Yeah.
Yeah, Prim said, "Hey, go get a thing for me," and he said, "Yes, mommy." And then
It's like, yes, my queen.
he went, I think, down to Kochstead to get the thing. Then he came back. Then he went to get the one in Rivers Bend, and then Alo Hakbar. That's it. This is essentially the heat map for the game.
Damn. We spent a lot of time fucking over Rivers Bend though.
True, but that was like a 15-minute sequence in which that fucking happened.
And then we kept on coming back just to see how fucked up it gets.
And you
We'd
did
like
nothing to help, you just passed on through.
We'd drive
no,
by and be
'cause,
like, damn, it's on fire still. That's brazy.
Well, no, because we had that one time when we were staying at Rivers Bend and everything, all the outlaws and everything, they don't want to get near a church, so we go over there. I don't even remember what that was though. Like there was like a beast somewhere stuck in there.
There was something in there, yeah. Something or someone.
Then after that, we fucked off to Helenshire to mess with their townsfolk.
Yep. And you got yourself a ferry. All right. We got a starting place. We got our starting characters. I assume.
Wait, what class is
Yeah.
Armu?
Have you guys locked in? Aku, have you locked into your guy?
I'm still gonna have to make what I want, like what the stat distribution is, but yeah, I am gonna be a bard.
All right. Bard of what? What's your subclass? That's important for you, at least. You should also definitely write down the details of your muse and how your muse came to be, or at least how they became to be your muse.
You saw a cute fucking girl. What else is there to it?
I mean, I guess that's good enough.
He heard their angelic voice and saw them down beer like it was water.
Ooh, I should have looked that up. That might be where is a specific individual at a specific point in time? No, they're too far away. Well, you never know. He might actually go that direction. Alright, so Haku's set. I assume Kaiman is set.
Yeah.
Armu is set.
What class is Harmu?
It's gonna be Bard, Warlock, Ranger, and Harmu's being secret.
Okay,
Right.
it's secret, but is it frontline or no?
Yes, it's frontline. That's fine.
Okay, I figured out what I want for the Bard subclass.
What's it gonna be?
Copycat. It's gonna actually be kind of more in line with what Valulu would be. Since Valulu is a shapeshifter.
Yeah, that works. Your muse, the shape-shifting slime girl.
I still gotta find a way to actually fit Valulu in that story in that 6 months.
Well, and you got 6 months before the start of this campaign. I would say Valulu spent like a week getting from Clementine to the Skyrim cart. So.
Well, no, because like the thing is that whole thing was just wasn't it just a random ass Kalulu delivery job, Amazon job?
Yeah. So I mean,
it's supposed to be a simple Prime delivery.
How about this? Where is your character from? If your character is going to be anything like the image that you linked in Discord, they originated from the town of Indar, which is
I was gonna make him from Madman. That's how they followed Valulu around.
He could be from Indar, and then he somehow made it to Madman's eventually.
Okay, I was thinking of OG-san with the balding haircut. No, I really don't know yet. I have to finalize it.
Yeah. I mean, you can always get me you can always message me when you figure it out. Just the important part is figuring out how Valulu came to be their muse, and that's not too important. It just, you should make it something, that's substantial to the character. It'll still just be very funny if it'd be very funny if something happens.
Yeah.
Alright. So I think we're set. I will try to use this a little bit more during the week, instead of playing RimWorld and Noita at the same time on the weekdays. And Street Fighter and everything else that I like to do. We will be using Foundry. Tokens. You guys can make your tokens when you decide what your character looks like. You guys know how to do it. It's in the token stamp generator. There should be a link to it in Discord. If not,
there is.
Okay, good. So just make your token there, and then make sure it has a border like that one. Let's see. Make sure it has a circular or a circular border actually. Although I should mess with the round borders, and make sure the lines are black outlines, solid black outline. Let's see
I might use the profile picture I have now. Not 100% sure though. I'm gonna dye the robes black.
So examples. You know, just like this. Preferably focusing on the face. That's all. Yeah, we know what time to be here. I don't know what your guys' times are. 7 p.m. PST. That is 3.5 hours ago. And I swear to fucking God, Parmu and Haku. I swear to God.
Harmu is currently AFK getting breakfast, so.
I figured so much. I'm pretty sure he has to go anyway, right now, which we've already discussed. Alright, I think that's enough for our zero session. If you have any questions, feel free to at me, ping me, DM me, whatever. Maybe I'll make little channels for you guys in the Discord that only I and you can see, kind of like what we do with Delta Green. Actually might just be better for me in general to do. Unless anybody has a question right now. Oh yeah, rose water. That probably is important. I can just tell you guys about that when you get into the game. Yeah. So, any questions? Any burning questions?
Nothing off the top of my head.
Just probably one of those two subclasses, Drake Warden or Swarm Keeper, I think, for flavor.
Just choose what we got in the things. You motherfucker. I've been building my character for the last 16 months. But I need to ask you about these two classes right now.
Never really thought about the subclass all too much.
It's just force you to be a rogue again.
So for the muse, like, Balulu doesn't even have to know that they're actually a muse of someone, right?
No. So I guess what I could tell you right now is that the muse is, although the idea, so like, Morgan, what was your muse? What was your bard's muse?
It wasn't Terra. It was.
Was it Terra?
Brainfarter's sister. No, it was her sister.
Calmaril?
Yeah, that's it.
Morgan's bard in the previous campaign, his muse was the goddess Calmaril, which is the mother goddess of the elves, etc. He was supposed to believe in her so dearly that he had to spread the word of her, do whatever to defend her name, yada yada yada, right? Calmaril does not know about his existence or his reverence to her at all, because Calmaril doesn't exist in this world at this point in time. She's in a pocket dimension somewhere else. He's still got his powers though, and the reason is because what's really giving him his powers is the god Nirin, the son of soul and general trickster god. So your muse may be actually Balulu, but your powers are coming from Nirin, who is appearing to you as Balulu. If and when they appear to you. You might just get a dream that you're in the same room with Balulu in a, whatever Doujin fantasy in a karaoke bar, and then you wake up and like, oh, I gotta do something for Balulu because in my dream they said, hey, go kill this guy. But you as a character don't know that. You as a player should know that, but you as a character don't. you think the Lulu is your source of power. So you do whatever you can to spread the glory of the Lulu, or bask in the glory of the Lulu. Do whatever you can, whatever it takes to get their acknowledgement. But really, it's just some weirdo Gwendolyn Astolfo looking femboy god out there playing tricks on people.
Good Lord.
And he pretends to be other people because he's afraid that his dad might find him. Because he accidentally took all of his power.
Can't wait for Bal to sing in a refugee camp from somewhere that Balulu destroyed.
It'd be perfect.
Alright. We good? Can we put a pin on session 0? And hopefully,
Yeah.
in 1 week's time, minus 3.5 hours, we'll all be here. And we will all be playing.
Maybe.
And it totally will not be a whole boat arc again. Multiple times.
Maybe.
Swear to fucking God. We'll wage the Costco jihad.
But Lara and Jihad soon.
That is a good question. I'm not sure if they actually have one.
Do their names sound Chinese? Do they have
Yes.
the L or do they have the
They have the
R
L. They have
like
the L.
Japanese? Okay. I will leave my name as it is.
I still want to make this map a full grid size, but whatever. I wonder if I could just throw, let's see, create actor. New actor, go template, create new actor. Simple, may not be undefined prototype. What?
Is there a chat in this thing?
A chat?
Yeah.
Yeah. You already wrote something there.
Did I?
Yeah.
What did I read?
I
Right.
don't know. I'm illiterate.
Same.
Create new actor. Template, no template, create new actor. Okay. Here's our boy. How do I place him into the world? Okay, cool. And can I... Yes, alright, cool. Yeah, we will be using this. Play around with it if you please. We get rid of our boy Venus from the map. There we go. I still don't know how I can't select. Why can't I select the actual background image? Generate thumbnail? No. Configure. Basics. Initial position view. Whatever. It's fine. Alright. That's it for our session 0. We will be here next week. I will figure out something for you guys to do in Jin K, because honestly I didn't think anyone ever choose to go over here. No one's ever actually
I
been
wanted
here.
to drown.
Dude, rush hour, but it's like me and the sir. Then you me and Val.
I'm trying to save the little girl. Got the first one.
It's true. It's actually, yeah, that was the first one.
All right. Killing the stream. Whoever's there. See you next time.